We try again. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully, we last more than 23 seconds here. And yeah, the Tour de France penultimate stage, stage 19. We're still here. We're almost inside the last, or the 23 seconds. But yeah, I've also noticed we've had not got the pro cycling stats up, so I'll get that up for us as well. But for the time being, it's looking very good in terms of the situation on the road. Very aggressive opening start to the stage. Bad weather for the riders. No more bad weather, it seems now. It seems like it's cleared up for the guys. And this stage is seen as potentially the last chance for a breakaway to succeed all the way to the finish. Maybe we'll see a breakaway. Tomorrow is a bit more of an unknown one. Runda saying, did you pay your YouTube bill? Maybe not. Maybe I didn't pay my streaming bill there. But yeah, we're back. We're back. And thank you for coming back, guys. For the time being, we are seeing the breakaway formation, or that's largely done now. And it's an interesting one, is it? The breakaway. Astana rider on the floor. Who's this? Velasco, maybe? Is this Velasco? Touch of... Oh, no, just lost the wheels. Just completely decked it on the descent. That's not exactly where you want to do it. Almost getting hit by the motorbike as well. So, yeah, Clément Champinson. He's not really been having a good tour. Quite a big whack there. One day before Paris as well. Obviously, Paris isn't that processional day that we're so used to now. So, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal there from the French rider. And Astana really haven't lived up to the billing. We were hoping for maybe a bit of a show like we had in the Tour de France, in the Giro d'Italia, but I think it was one of you said yesterday that it was more like they've sent their B squad here because they knew that the competition was going to be higher here and less in the Giro. But breakaway up the road, and great to have so many people here already. Let us know where you're watching from, obviously. And Tim Wellens in that break, stage winner, as we know. Stage 15, wasn't it? Matteo Jorgensen, no stage win this year. Pascal Acorn up there. Harry Sweeney, who climbed very well to help, wasn't it, on the Hoe to Come? He was helping Ben Healy quite well, Harry Sweeney. Romain Gregoire in there as well. We really wanted to see something from him to try and end that drought that Groupama FDJ 2019, the last time they had a victory. Caden Groves up there as well. We know he's a bit more of a hardy sprinter that is able to climb. A robust sprinter, if you will. And maybe we can see something happening in today's stage for this breakaway. Jordan Gigat does not give up, and he's up here. The man who was hunting for that top 10 finish as well in terms of the GC, and he's been very animated in the last few days. So we'll see. We'll see. Great to have JP, Ronda, Carousel Vertigo, Horselips, William as well. Great to have so many names here. We also have Corsica in the chat with Chloe, and South Africa. So yeah, a lot of nations already, so that's good to see. But for the time being, 96 kilometers still to go. That breakaway that we were going through, we stopped at Caden Groves. We've got Matteo Trentin, a man who's won 3 stages of the Tour de France. Ewan Cosneo as well, our KRBNB rider who's been very present in the breaks as well. Ivan Romeo. Obviously, Movistar's got absolutely nothing out of this race in terms of stage wins or even getting a GC result because Enric Mas, he DNF'd, as we all remember as well, hopefully. Maybe not. But Velasco, the teammate of Champinson, he's in here as well. Jordan Gigat. Frank Vandenbroek, and that one's a bit perplexing. Do they think it's just fine, maybe? Maybe they're like, well, you'll be fine, Oscar Onley. Oscar Onley did briefly get distanced by the Yellow Jersey group earlier as well. The weather was absolutely terrible. Hills and wet weather, very reminiscent of Scotland. So Oscar Onley would have felt right at home. Jake Stewart in there as well, the man who took his Dauphiné stage, or surprise Dauphiné stage. Haven't really seen him do anything in this year's tour, but maybe he can get the right result here. The riders up towards the front, they have got Cat 2 climb coming up, 3.5% and 3.5 kilometers at 9%. So that is definitely going to be a bit interesting for the riders to see if anyone is just going to up the pressure a bit and try and make a bit of a selection from this early move. But 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So, I mean, it's not a done deal for breakaway win here with a lot of kilometers to go. I don't think the yellow jersey group is going to be too interested in this. It doesn't look like it's UAE doing the work at the front. There'll be plenty of teams that have missed out here. I'm thinking Ineos Grenadiers maybe would have wanted to be in this break today. I mean, who else are we missing? AG2R, are they thinking about it? Who could you think? I mean, Wout van Aert. I put Wout van Aert in the title, so obviously I was thinking Wout van Aert could do something here. But Matteo Jorgensen is the rider that they've gone for. I mean, it would have been funny to see Tim Wellens and Wout van Aert, two riders that have similar roles within their teams. Is that fair to say? Kind of flat, medium mountain stages. They are very much at the front. And yeah, I mean, Tim Wellens is no sprinter, but he's got one more stage than Wout van Aert has since 2022. Is that the last time? But obviously both very good riders. Both have been Belgian national champion as well. Currently Tim Wellens. Both have been national time trial champion, I think. Wait, I have to check the Wout van Aert. I think didn't Wout van Aert win as Belgian champion? I'll double check that one. But yeah, both of them also having won in that Belgian national championships jersey or national champion jersey in this format of the Tour de France. But Ivan Romeo obviously taking a stage win in the Dauphiné and under 23 world time trial champion, as we've said many times as well. And yeah, looked very good in the Dauphiné, but having a bit of a hard first tour. I think this is his Neo-Pro season as well. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. No, it's his second season on the World Tour. Was part of that Action Berman or Hagen's Berman Action team for 1 year, which is now was a continental team back then. I'm not sure if Axel Merckx's team is continental. Oh, no, it is continental. Hagens, Berman, Jayco, they're called now. So obviously they have that good collaboration now with the Jayco Al Ula team, and that will be very good for them. And obviously, unfortunately, one of their riders passed away quite recently as well during the tour in a different race, the Valadosta race. So that was really unfortunate. Terrible, absolutely terrible news. 92.4 kilometers, 2 minutes and 1 second. We've still got that breakaway working fairly well at the front. Who else are we missing in this break? Movistar, we've talked about them, but UAE have Wellens. Not quite sure, but we'll see if anyone can do something maybe. Really just rip into this if possible. But for the time being, it's a okay situation, to say the least. What were we saying as well? Watching at home was following the tour from Monday, cycling all way 850 kilometers, 1,100. Ironically, stage 20 is 50 kilometers up the road. Legs are tired. Been fantastic watching close up. Fair enough, Ollie. Fair enough. But Jake Stewart and Matteo Trentin, similar kind of riders. Very good on the sprint and a bit more of a hardy one. Maybe Jake Stewart is kind of Trentin of 5-6 years ago. I think he's a bit better sprinter, and obviously Trentin has finished second in the Tour of Britain. I don't think many sprinters could do that with the route that was on that year. True what Runda's saying. What a tour Tim Wellens is having as well. The Belgian national champion accused of motor pacing as well by Quinn Simmons. That was a whole debacle. And we'll talk about that more on more videos here on the channel, because I thought it was a very funny story. You don't often hear riders being so clear with their complaint. Wonder what the organizers felt of that when they heard that clip. But the picture that I'm playing around with on screen is the caption, or not the caption, actually the finish of yesterday. And I didn't actually see this before a friend pointed this out. And that was that Tadej Pogačar was kind of ignored by the official, barged into, and we almost had the yellow jersey down on the ground. Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Some of the stories that we've had this year's tour. I mean, it's been a bit of a shambles, some of the things But 90.3 kilometers, 2 minutes and 8 seconds, 2 minutes and 8 seconds. The break don't look too, yeah, they don't look too safe, but it looks like the riders are not really doing anything about this. The peloton, they're quite comfortable with this lead, keeping around 2 minutes. We'll see. So it could be. Oh, was it a Visma official? There we go. There we go. Visma official. Oh yeah, maybe it was. Let's just magnify that as well. No, but it says, yeah, I don't know. Jules Tour de France coat. Not sure. Not sure. Maybe it was, but we'll wait and see what happens right now. And it is an interesting stage to say the least. There is a lot of opportunity for a breakaway to form. That first ramp was kind of a clear sign. Many people would put this down as a breakaway. A Matej Mohoric kind of stage. He kind of does like these finishes, but he's not up here. So I think Bahrain Victorious is also one of those teams that are missing out. Let's try and see if I can change the screen as well so we can see the breakaway on the screen, so it's not just me reading it out. So they're doing a good job just to keep the pressure on in terms of trying to widen the leads. But in terms of the riders out towards the front of the stage, we have got no Danes in this group. We've got Tim Wellens, the Belgian national champion, Matteo Jorgensen, Pascal Acorn, Harry Sweeney, Romain Gregoire, Caden Groves, Matteo Trentin, Ewan Cosneo, Ivan Romeo, Simone Velasco, Joran Gigat, Frank Vandenbroek, and Jack Stewart, not Jacques Stewart. Just adding a bit of a French flair. But Jaco Euler are the team working behind with Maro Schmidt, the double Swiss national champion. Maro Schmidt, obviously one of the riders who've crashed. I mean, this is obviously Jaco Euler not really caring about the break, obviously. That's not what's going on here. This is for Ben O'Connor. We've seen a lot of interplay or kind of pseudo tactic. What would you say? Like proximity tactics, where one of the top 10 riders goes up in the break, and then you can see the team of the guy being threatened is pacing, and that's what's going on right now. In terms, I mean, Jordan Gigat just needs to try to do this. We've had one DNS as well today. That was Fedorov of XDS Astana. Maybe we'll go through the teams as well just to see who's still in the race. But in terms of the GC, that 10th place, Ben O'Connor still has it with around 4 minutes of a lead. So 4 minutes of a lead, 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Al Rensman moving up to 12th place as well. 52 minutes down, so he's not really going to be moving up or down because he's got 14 minutes up and he's got 12 minutes down to Navaez in 13th place. In terms of that team classification as well, Sepp Kuss did drop off a lot yesterday, but despite that, Visma Lead did extend that gap. It's 24 minutes and 26 seconds. So they have rescued a prize. They're going to get the best team for sure. Best team for sure, I think. And I don't know if you saw it as well. Jonas Vingegaard, a couple of stages ago, I saw a clip with that from Danish. I think it was TV2. They showed that Jonas was denied going down. He was denied going down as well. One of the stages by a police officer who didn't know who he was. Oh my God! Some of the things that have been happening this tour. It's been interesting. Flag stuck on the EF Education Easy postcard. That's a different one. Was not on our bingo card for today. But we will wait and see. 87 kilometers still to go. We're seeing Nathan van Hooydonk as well. I think he's on Swan Jurja duties. I think he still is. Is he part of the team now? Let's try and investigate that as well. Nathan van Hooydonk, wasn't it a heart problem that's forced him? Wasn't it a car accident and his heart problems? But Nathan van Hooydonk still really involved in the scene of cycling. He seems like a really nice guy as well. So it's good that they found a place for him. Obviously, we know how big a team Visma Leasebike are. They are absolutely huge team. So maybe he's got a job there for life, or definitely for as long as the team exists. Yeah, well, that's a very, very long team, isn't it, in terms of history? Nevertheless, 86.7 kilometers. The kilometers are really starting to fly by here as well. Stage 20. And there is two more categorized climbs back. And I mean, in terms of doing our maths for all the various jerseys, I think all the jerseys are locked in now. I think the white jersey will not be changed. I think the yellow jersey for sure won't be changed. The polka dot jersey mathematically can't change, I think, now. And yeah, we also have the green jersey, I think, is kind of sewn up as well. But he didn't get the 20 points today. He didn't get the 20 points today, Mr. Milan. So Milan, there, maybe mathematically Tadej can win it. Maybe. But yeah, right now the lead is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. The green jersey almost 13 minutes behind. 13 minutes behind. Get involved in the chat if you haven't already. It's a very friendly bunch. And yeah, we can all learn a lot from the chat sometimes. That's true. I've learned a lot this tour from you guys. 86.2 kilometers. We are seeing riders in the break just going for some beat on, some feed. Yeah, if people just tuned in now, they would have missed all the drama in the beginning. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Tadej Pogačar winning. Primož Roglič not going to be in the top 5. Yeah. So we will see. We will see. 86 kilometers. Interesting stage yesterday. Arensman taking the second stage win for Ineos Grenadiers. That will certainly help them a bit. Ineos Grenadiers with that new title sponsor. Well, title sponsor, shirt sponsor for sure. And what are we saying? Barring any crash. That is true. That is true. Well said, Eldon. Yeah, we will see what happens, but the stage is a bit of a stagnant situation right now. We might as well do a bit of a roll call of how many riders we've lost. In terms of teams, UAE Team Emirates, Joao Almeida is gone, as we know. Visma Leasebike, full team from them. Soudal Quickstep, Remco Evenepoel, and Matteo Cattaneo. EF Education Easy Post lost Marianne Vandenberg. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise, because now they focused more on the man, the myth, the legend of Ben Healy. Other riders as well that went out. Intermarché, they lost Georg Zimmermann, the German national champion. Bahrain victorious. No Jack Haig there anymore, unfortunately. Ineos Grenadiers, Carlos Rodriguez didn't start stage 18. And Filippo Ganna didn't finish the first stage, as we all recall. Danny Van Poppel didn't start stage 17 because he became a father. Not sure if it was first or second time. And then Matthias Skjelmose Jensen crashing and didn't finish stage 14. Cyril Bartet didn't start stage 18 for Groupama FDJ. That's it for them. And Alpecin de Koenig, they're two superstars of Mathieu Van der Poel and Jasper Philipsen no longer in the race. Tudor Pro Cycling full team. Jaco Euler losing Eddie Dunbar, but have had a lot of crashes with their riders. IKEA BNB, full house for them. No riders stuck there. Number 65 here for Ineos Grenadiers, just having a bit of problems with the bike. Axel Laurent. That should have been the drinking game at the start of the tour. That if a bike change happens, yeah, or a mechanical, then you have to drink. But that could be lethal if alcohol or water was involved. You might be drowning. Cofidis, Brian Coquart out. Movistar, Enric Mas, as we said, actually their only rider out. But not really getting anything out of this year's tour. I know Rubio up there on a couple of stages. 5th on the Col de la Leal stage, but nowhere in GC. A man who has finished inside the top 10 in the Giro this year. He finished 8th place. He finished 7th in 2024 as well. Took a stage win in 2023, but nothing really to write home about here, unfortunately for him. And then, other than that, who else? Stefan Biesinger out for AG2R. That was really sad. We wanted to see him in his new team at the Tour de France. Astana, Kespol, and now Fedorov here on stage 20. That's so sad, isn't it? 2 stages before Paris and not starting. Total Energies, Steph Kras out, but Jordan Gigat really stepping up for sure. Emilian Jonier as well. Picnic personnel, full team for them. Lotto, they've lost Jasper de Beus and Leonard van Eetveld and Israel Prematek full house. Uno X, not a full house. They didn't have Søren Varenshold after stage 10. So quite a lot of riders still in the race. It's not been as, well, detrimental as it has some years. Romain Gregoire, we're seeing him as well. 83.3 kilometers. One of the real stars in the making for France, but not quite delivering at this year's Tour de France, obviously, sadly. This is his second Tour de France so far in his career. He's still only 22 years old, so I mean he's got plenty of time to go. Already won the 4 days of Dunkirk. He's already taken stages in the Tour of the Basque Country, in the Tour de Suisse, and a very punchy rider. He's been up there as well in Strade Bianchi. This year he was 7th in Amstel Gold, 7th in Flèche Wallonne, 19th in Liège, and then winning the first stage of the Tour de Suisse almost 2 months later. But yeah, Romain Gregoire, still only 22, so a lot of developing still to go. But he's definitely one of the guys to look out for in the next few years. I hope Groupama FDJ can keep him, because they have just been leaking talent as well. So we'll see. But they are so far so good for them. In terms of keeping the current talent, but they haven't really gotten anything out of it this year. But for the time being, 82.3 kilometers left of the stage. Who's going to be winning this? That is the big question. Will it be the break versus the peloton? That sounds like a good poll for us to do as well. But yeah, UAE team members up there. Plenty of the teams that we are expecting are up towards the front, and maybe we will just see some not surprises, but maybe we could see a new stage winner, a new face who will win the stage. There we go. Dane said Pogacar very sick. Ooh. I think, yeah, we saw that yesterday. He was saying that he was a bit bored and just wanted to get back to his normal routine. And we talked about that yesterday as well. Imagine that you're in this race, there's fans shouting your name every single place you go, even before the stage, after the stage, during the stage. So, yeah, what we're saying as well, he's always a gem in Danish TV during the tour. Who is this? I'll try and figure that out. But 81.5 kilometers, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. The green jersey is about 13 minutes down, so that is not really going to be a factor in today's stage. Are we going to see anything happening out of this stage as well? That is the big question. Anyone going to be a new stage winner? We will wait and see. But hit the like button as well. We haven't gotten to 100 yet. Maybe we can get there before we get to the next Castro's climb, the Cat 2 climb. That could be interesting. Maybe the Tour of Wallonia is on now. Oh my goodness, there's races going on during the Tour de France. Absolutely crazy, no? What are we saying as well? Almeida for La Vuelta, no Pogacar. Oh, have they changed that already? He was provisionally down. So we've got some races going on during the Tour. I think the Tour de France Femme is also happening. The women's Tour de France is also starting today. That is interesting. Obviously, no Ushka Pogacar. Okay, obviously, they're not married. She hasn't taken his name yet. Maybe that'll happen. Who knows? But she is not part of the race, so that's very sad. Wout van Aert just congratulating Mara Schmidt or something. Mara Schmidt and Wout van Aert just having a bit of interaction there. Mara Schmidt has stabilized this gap to 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Why did they let him go? Jordan Gigat. They should have been on him like hair on soap. Oh, the world champion, or former world champion, Mads Pedersen, is very funny. He is very funny in interviews. And what were we saying as well? Pogacar is sick, or alright, sick and tired of this tour. Well said, Space. I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know where we would rank this tour between the all of us. Is it one of the more interesting tours? Is this one of your favorite tours? I don't know. Was it better than last year? I don't think it was better than last year. I mean, we had some incredible moments last year. The Binyam Gamai storyline, his rivalry with Jasper Philipsen was quite entertaining to watch. Then, obviously, you had Jonas Vingegaard coming back. You had Remco in the white jersey. You briefly had Roglic and Remco versus each other. And then, obviously, the dominance of Tadej Pogacar. So there was quite a lot there. But this year, what have we had? We have had Ben Healy, the stage win and staying up there. That has been very interesting to see as well. No Danish wins this year, so that's a bit of a shame. Maybe we'll get one today, but it doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. Tim Wellens, short and jigger, just trying to make a nuisance of himself. But I mean, why not? Nobody wants 11th place. 10th place is what you want. So Tim Wellens up there. Matteo Jorgensen just in the team cars. So we also have the Spanish national champion, as we spoke about earlier, Ivan Romeo. Maybe he's going to be able to do something. A very powerful rider. Not quite delivering on the time trial, but having a good race nonetheless. In terms of Tadej Pogacar, his next two races on the calendar, obviously there can be more, but right now it's Vuelta a España and Il Lombardia. And I think the World Championships as well is going to be in there somehow with Rwanda. Who knows if we are going to Rwanda. I mean, their backup plan is Switzerland, I think. That is what they were saying. But yeah, 78.5 kilometers, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And Caden Groves could be a danger man if this stays away, which I don't think it will. But Caden Groves definitely could be very dangerous in that sprint. Tim Wellens might try and launch off. They just need to get rid of Jordan Gigart. Then I think this break might have a bit of a chance as well. Dane saying, I give this Tour de France a 7 out of 10 and a very close to 6 out of 10. So my friends have been giving this 2 out of 10, which I think is a bit harsh. We had the Match Van Der Poel narrative that was very good at the beginning. Jasper Philipsen wearing the yellow jersey, that was quite cool as well. So yeah, we can ask you guys as well. Grading the tour. We haven't done that yet. We've only really been grading teams. Radio problems for Matteo Jorgensen. So he's with the team car. Maybe they should stop and do this and not do it while rolling. But who am I to advise a pro team what they should do? But Matteo Jorgensen not having the best tour. He would have hoped for more. Obviously, they were hoping that he was going to be their second pronged attack for them. And maybe he could have done something in the GC, get a top 10. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. 77.4 kilometers, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So it has just increased slightly. It's just increased ever so slightly. And maybe we'll see something happening here. But for the time being, it's looking very good. For the break, it's not looking very good. That's very hyperbolic. But looking sort of good right now. Just keeping that pressure on, and yeah, they're working well together. That is the crucial part, the front group. And for the time being, they're doing a very, very good job, to say the least, to just make sure that they're keeping the tempo up. And maybe they'll be able to do something here. Florian Lipovic and Red Bull's team, they're also lining up behind Mara Schmidt now. So Lipovic, he's been having a great debut of the Tour de France. Really just brutally stamping in the time yesterday to Oscar Onley. Onley having a great tour as well. Only 22 years young. First tour. Both of them absolutely incredible. And maybe these two are going to be rivaling each other in the next tours to come. But obviously there's still Tadej Pogacar, still Jonas Vingegaard for a few more years at least. 76.3 kilometers. They're working still behind Mara Schmidt, who's absolutely the Swiss maestro, the Swiss steam engine, trying to do something here. But we will wait and see what happens. Yeah. Harry Sweeney. I mean, EF Education Easy Post have had a good tour as well. Maybe they'll be able to do something here. But great to have so many people here already. I know it's not the most exciting stage. And tomorrow is going to be an absolutely incredible stage. It starts a bit later, as I found out today. It doesn't start at the normal time. So maybe we might just do the whole stage tomorrow because it's the final stage of the tour. And why not go out with a bit of a bang? We did the whole stage yesterday. That was interesting. A good stage, I think. Well, was it a good stage? I mean, Roglic definitely made it a bit entertaining. I'm not even sure what Roglic was doing. I was really sad. As much as I do critique Roglic, I really wanted him to be fourth place together or fifth place at least, and then that would be very good because he just has not finished in this tour at all since 2020, which is a crazy stat. Maybe we should ask you guys as well, rider of the tour, who's been your favorite rider? Yeah, many of you saying Lipovica and Healy. Oscar Only, obviously, we're all only fans now. Yeah, I think it's been a great tour for many of the debutants. And the stage win for Ben Healy was a really good one. And having the yellow jersey, EF Education Easy Post, so good this year. And getting a top 10, when's the last time they had a top 10 in a tour? I mean, Carapaz didn't finish inside the top 10 last year, obviously getting the Mountains jersey. But, I mean, what's more important, a top 10 or the Mountains jersey? So, actually, maybe we should vote on that. I think that's a good vote. Many of you thinking the breakaway. What is more important? Top 10 GC place or the polka dot jersey? Obviously, I'm going to say the polka dot jersey. We all know I'm super biased. Oh, I've not got a polka dot jersey on today. Oh, what a shame. Remco Evenepoel seems like he's destined to be going to Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe as well. So that was an interesting story to unfold. So, yeah, if that's the case, we don't know. This has been on and off, just doing everything. Like, we heard Ineos, definitely signed, didn't happen. Then it was Israel, didn't happen. Red Bull, didn't happen. Bora as well, didn't happen. So it's kind of like, is it happening now? Obviously, in cycling, for the most part, when there's a rumor, when there's smoke, there's fire. It's not like other sports where there's 15,000 outlets that are making news. I think we're not that far away from the initial source, if you will. So yeah, Vera saying as well, it's been a good tour for EF for sure. John Kelly saying best part of the tour was Scott's channel and this chat, obviously. Yes, this chat has been absolutely on fire this year's tour. That's for sure. 73.6 kilometers to go. 73.6 kilometers. Yeah, Livity saying the Red Bull is where GC dreams go to die. Roglic did get the Welter win last year. He did get the Welter win. What are we saying as well? Satellite Al Scribe. Doesn't the jersey pay additional bonuses? Yes, it does. So, yeah, top 10. I think top 10. Okay, what I meant with top 10, definitely not 4. It should probably be 7 to 10. That is probably what I mean with that poll. 7 to 10. So, or maybe even 6 to 10. That's probably what the poll should be. So 2 minutes and 27 seconds. So they've increased the lead a bit. So Mara Schmidt losing out to the riders up towards the front. There has been some riders getting some more races added to their programs. Ben O'Connor doing Giro d'Emilia, Trevali Vassina and Il Lombardia. No Vuelta a España on his calendar, which might be a good idea just to rest up a bit. And we also have Isaac Del Toro going to San Sebastian, so keeping on that good form. Diego Alisi, Vuelta a España. I'm not sure if any of you care about that. Diego Alisi has been having somewhat of a good season this year. Carlos Rodriguez has been removed from the Vuelta a España, so he's not going to be going there. Maybe they're going to be riding for Arensman. We will wait and see. The two-time stage winner. If you haven't already, smash the like button. We're nearing 400 people in the chat as well. Great to have Roboshak in the chat. Great to have so many names in the chat as well. Lipovic, yeah, definitely an exciting talent, not challenge, talent for the future. Will be interesting to see where he goes. 71.8 kilometers, getting very close to that next categorized climb. They're going to drop into a valley and then they'll go up that 3.5 kilometer climb. Cat 2 climb, 5 points available up there. We have had 2 categorized climbs already. Louis Barret, the man who just will not give up. He's been down 2 or 3 times now. An absolute keeping this going and taking the top points on the first category 3 climb. So that was a 12.2 kilometer climb, 4.1%, and they only gave it a cat 3. What is ASO doing? Then it dropped down, then it was a cat 4, 5.6 kilometers at 4.3%. What on earth? What on earth, ASO? But that cat 4 was won by Tim Wellens, the man who has actually worn the polka dot jersey a few times this year in the Tour. But it's his teammate who's going to be taking that prize home to Monaco. The polka dot jersey together with Tadej Pogačar. We got in the intermediate sprint. It was basically the breakaway that swept that up. Not really anything to trouble Milan. Milan looks like that jersey might be under control now. And yeah, he's going to take home his 3rd points classification in 3 Grand Tours. So every single Grand Tour Gianni Milano showed up to, he has won. 2023 Giro, 2024 Giro, and then obviously this year as well. So incredible stat. I can't think of any rider who's had 100% record. Maybe Peter Sagan? Did Peter Sagan? He had a pretty good record as well. Obviously, 2017, let's not speak about that because as much as I enjoyed Matthews winning that points classification, that one did truly belong to, well, first of all, Sagan. And then when Sagan was out, it looked like Marcel Kittel was taking it. So, yeah. But you have to be in it to win it. 69.5, 69.4, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. We're still going in that fast drop towards... towards that small valley, and then they'll shoot up to this climb. 678 meters elevation in only 3.5 kilometers. So it is, it's a bit of a testing climb. It is just going to wake the riders up a bit. We'll see. But yeah, Germany have a star to rally behind. Florian Lipovic living up to what happened. We're going to get pretty much, actually exactly the same podium in the Dauphiné as the Tour de France. We definitely didn't have that last year. So I don't know how many times that happens. The Dauphiné and the Tour has the same podium in the same year. Quite interesting, to say the least. Brian saying, can Jorgensen finish in the top 10? I think he can. I guess in the future, you mean. He's so far done 4 Tour de France's. He finished in the top 10 last year, 8th place, so that was a good result for him there. His first ever top 10 finish. Didn't finish the year before, 20th the year before, and he did the Giro in 2021. But Visma Leasebike are very good at finding talent, that's for sure. They're very good at finding talent. I didn't actually know that Jorgensen had an older brother who actually rode as well. He was part of the junior national team. Rode in the Copenhagen Junior World Championships. So, I mean, the World Championships as a junior. Finished 7th in the individual time trial, but for whatever reason didn't pursue cycling. So, yeah, Jorgensen definitely in the blood or in the family. 67.3 kilometers, 2 minutes and 30. They're just coming into almost the finish of this fast section, this descent. And for sure, we will see someone trying this potentially on this climb. Maybe. 67 kilometers is not that far for these guys. It's maybe an hour and a bit, an hour and a half, maybe. So who's going to be doing this? We'll wait and see. Tony saying, watch out, Wout van Aert today. Surprise pick to win. I mean, at this moment in time, it looks okay, actually. Because if they can bring this back and Wout van Aert can get himself in contention, this would be a good one. So Wout van Aert, his dreams aren't over for winning this stage. Wout van Aert had that impressive run of form in the 2021 Tour. Was that the one where he won 2 stages in a row? Let's just get Wout van Aert's history up here as well. The last time he took a win was in 2022 when he won the time trial one day before Paris. But in 2021, he was very good, winning the final time trial, but also winning in Champs-Élysées and also winning that double Mont Ventoux stage. I think that was almost peak Wout van Aert in the Tour. Obviously, he won the green jersey the next year as well. But they are in that penultimate categorized climb of the day. As we said, 3.6 kilometers long. Actually, I think I said 3.5. And roughly 9% average gradient. So this is going to be an interesting one to see if anyone tries to just get rid of the pretenders in this breakaway. Maybe they'll be able to get rid of some of these guys. But yeah, Tim Wellens seems like he's struggling a bit towards the back. Maybe he's just choosing to ride to his own rhythm a bit. Caden Groves looking very calm. So is Acorn. And at the front, we've got Matteo Jorgensen trying to string this out. 12%. He's absolutely devouring this gradient right now. He's not really putting too many people into problems. I thought he was going to splinter a bit this break, but didn't quite happen as much as we were thinking. We're seeing a lot of fans on the side of the road. Many people getting the same idea with this one. But Romeo coming to the front, the Spanish national champion, the Movistar rider, the new guy on the block, did very well at the Dauphiné, as we said. And here he's trying to just up the tempo a bit. Can they get rid of some of the faster riders in this group? Caden Groves, we're looking at you. You don't want to bring Caden Groves to the finish if these guys do actually get this. So, yeah, we will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But they're doing a very good job just to keep the pressure on. Maybe we will see a bit of a selection made here. A Romero trying to up the pace even more if he can. Is he able to do it? We will wait and see, but he's doing everything just to up the pressure. Upping the pressure ever so slightly. Romeo, very, very good climber. But Harry Sweeney, we know he's a good climber as well. Maybe he can be a bit of a danger man. So, yeah. What are we saying as well? What happened to Wout this tour? I mean, Wout did get 2nd place. We shouldn't forget about that. Just not able to do his own things. Yeah. But for the time being, 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And this could be quite something. Yeah, for the time being, 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So it is increasing a bit. Now we're getting the bunch come to that climb. Is it going to test these guys? I mean, they still have 2.9 kilometers left of the climb. It's not done. It's not over. It is a long one, and it's a bit of a hard one for sure. I think the break are definitely going to be breaking apart. But Lotto have led into this. So who's this Lotto rider? We saw Arnaud Delis was struggling. I think he's at the back. Mauro Schmidt, his day is done. I think the Swiss national champion going backwards. Ineos Grenadiers looks like they're interested in this as well. Is this our Rensman? Surely not. Sure. Oh, it's Axel Laurent. They look very similar with all the gear on. But Axel Laurent, the man brought in from Alpecin de Koenig, former winner of the Tour of Norway, I think. And he's just trying to get a bit of a counter going. He's at a very quiet tour as well. So this is a stage that would suit someone like him. So I definitely understand why he's trying to get up the road here. What is he going to be able to do? 2.6 kilometers to go. 2.6 kilometers of this climb. Still for the breakaway. We haven't got the breakaway. But that bit of a splinter move has just been allowed to go up the road. And perfect launch there for Axel Laurent just to try and get up the road. And we'll see if they cross this gap. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So it is quite a sizable gap. Who's he got with him? He's got Matthias Lebeur. So the two French riders, they are really pushing on to try and bring this back. And yeah, what are we saying here? Tony's saying green jersey competition was so boring. It could have been great. It could have been amazing, this green jersey. You could have had Jasper Philipsen versus Mathieu van der Poel. Well, actually, no, that wouldn't happen. Jasper Philipsen in there versus Milan versus Pogacar. That could have been a very interesting narrative. Or even just here at the finish, Mathieu van der Poel versus Tadej versus Milan. 3 very different sprinters going for that competition. But yeah, not quite happening. yeah, 64.8 kilometers to go, 2 minutes and 24 seconds. The peloton still 2 minutes and 35 seconds, so they've got about 12-ish seconds, that splinter group of the two Frenchmen. Are they going to be making up this gap? 2.3 kilometers still left of this final categorized 2 climb of this year's tour. Is that true? Yeah, it is. It's the final Cat 2 climb of this year's tour. So after this, it's only Cat 4 climbs left. So no more Cat 2 climbs left. So we said goodbye to the HC climbs yesterday. We're saying goodbye to the last Cat 2 climb today. 3.5 kilometers at 9%. They've still got 2 kilometers left of this for the breakaway. The yellow jersey group being dictated by the Jaco Al-Ula right now. Jonas Vingegaard up towards the front. They're ready to pounce. Jonas Vingegaard wearing the polka dot jersey on behalf of Tadej Pogačar. So Tadej is just lending his jersey to him for the day. Caden Groves is doing a great ride at the front. Very robust sprinter. He's not pure sprinter, but Caden Groves is looking good. And maybe Alpecin can get a stage win. That would be the third rider to take a stage win for them. So we'll see. But Velasco looking quite good as well. We've got Romain Gregoire. I thought these guys were going to up the tempo a bit. Axel Laurence gets rid of Matthias Leber. So Axel Laurence is the sole pursuer now of that breakaway. We'll wait and see. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 1.9 kilometers still to go. Laurence is on this 12% section now. 12% section. So he's really trying to power up. We'll see if he is able to catch them. He's only made about 17 seconds of an inroads into this gap here. So unfortunately missed out on the break when it was formed. At the front, we're seeing Jordan Gigard just upping the pressure here. Jordan Gigard, the man who stands to gain most from this situation in terms of the GC. Still needs 4 minutes if he's going to make it up on Ben O'Connor. Still needs 4 minutes if he's going to make it up, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. I don't think many of us think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Sorry, Jordan Gigard. But we like to see the attacking. Not going to be the best French rider in GC, but second best French rider, which is still a good stat. I think they should have, we were talking about jerseys yesterday. I think they should have the best French rider as a jersey because they're not going to be winning the Tour anytime soon. But I think that would be a very good one. But yeah, they have that in the Swiss Tour, I think. The Tour de Suisse, they have the best Swiss rider. And maybe that's something they should think about in the Tour de France as well. But for the time being, it's looking pretty good for the breakaway right now. Their lead is extending out to 2 minutes and 43 seconds. So, yeah, it's looking a bit better now for these guys. So, are we going to see Tadej Pogačar, Jonas Vingegaard just show some claws here today? I mean, a lot of you were a bit annoyed at Jonas yesterday, kind of not really doing anything, which was a bit of a shame. He said he was willing to risk it all. He didn't care about second place. But, yeah, that doesn't look like it's happening, unfortunately. Wout van Aert, he's just upping the tempo here. So maybe Wout van Aert is interested in this. 2 minutes and 45 seconds back. Still 63 kilometers to go. There's 1.4 kilometers left of this very steep climb. 9% average. And right now they're feeling the 10% gradients. So, yeah, Wout van Aert just lifting the pressure here. But maybe this does end his... Yeah, maybe that does end his chances of winning the stage. What are we saying? What about Peter Sagan in your list of great sprinters? You were saying great sprinters. Yeah, Peter Sagan was winning the green jersey in these great sprinting years as well. I think we've got a great sprinting crop now with Tim Merlier, Jasper Philipsen, and Jonathan Milan with Biniam Girmay. There are, who else? We're missing more riders out, I think. You've got Jordi Meus in there. You've got Arnaud Delis. I think there is some good sprinters. It's just not the Marcel Kittel, Mark Cavendish, Andre Greipel. But yeah, there is certainly some really talented sprinters in today's peloton. But right now, Wout van Aert is just upping the pressure, putting the hurt on here. We'll see if something happens. This is a little stinging climb and the last worst climb for these guys. Yeah, I think this is an attack. This isn't a pacing up. So Wout van Aert is trying to make our title correct here. So thank you, Wout van Aert. He's just trying to up the pressure. So the title is correct. But Wout van Aert, such a strong rider in the Classics. Such a strong rider. as we know, and we'll see if he can do something here. But for the time being, Jordan Gigard is the one putting the pressure on everyone. Bit of alarm bells maybe for Jake Ayula soon. This man, you cannot let him up the road. But if Jordan Gigard manages to take the stage and take 10th place, I think that will be an absolutely incredible result for Total Energies. Obviously, Total Energies taking stage last year with Antonio Togis, but this stage would also be really good. Total Energies, one of the invite teams, not earning the right to be here, giving it because they're French, which I don't know how we feel about that. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I'm kind of split with that. But I think this year they're well and truly justifying their invite for sure. They're doing a very good job, Total Energies, I think, this year. Arkea as well, doing very good. Groupama, out of the French teams, has been one of the worst ones. Maybe we should ask you guys that, which one. Actually, it would be Groupama, wouldn't it? Because the other French teams, Arkea have a rider in the top 10. Total almost having a rider. And AG2R obviously having Felix Gall. So they're having a good tour, these three teams. Harry Sweeney's catching up to Jordan Gigard. So Gigard is going to have a bit of a help here from the Australian rider. Harry Sweeney, very strong rider. Used to be part of the Lotto setup as well. And he's just increasing the tempo here. Is Jordan Gigard going to be able to follow him? There's 200 meters left of this climb. There is about 5 points up for grabs, 3 points for second place. Is inconsequential, these points. They're not going to be doing anything in terms of that Mountains jersey, where that's going to end up at the end of the tour. But for the time being, 6.8 kilometers, 62.5 kilometers left of the stage. Tim Wellens looked like he's suffering a bit. A lot of the riders were suffering a lot. A lot of riders were suffering a lot yesterday. A lot of the climbing domestiques. The yellow jersey looked like he was suffering a bit as well. Very much defensive mode. Jonas Vingegaard saying he was going for the win, but not sure it didn't look like it. Lenny Martinez attacking here. Lenny Martinez, I'm not quite sure where he is, but I think he is in the Guillaume Martin group, so I'm not sure where Lenny Martinez finds himself. He goes past Matthias Leber, but Lenny Martinez, what could have been for Lenny Martinez? Just didn't have the legs at the crucial points to pick up the Mountains jersey points necessary to win that jersey, but that jersey was well and truly in his clutches. And unfortunately, the Henri de Grange prize was the one that really killed it, with Tadej Pogačar finishing in second. So yeah, what a shame. But there were ample opportunities before to pick up points as well, and this is what we say with the polka dot jersey. Many times this happens. They run out of time, they run out of legs, and then the GC riders come from behind and absolutely sweep that up. But Wout van Aert, he's doing a good job here, just pacing on. And he's got a group with Valentin Madouas, a former top 10 finisher, Matthias Leber that we talked about, Dylan Turns, who's been very quiet, and also Anas Halle Johannessen. But I mean, Anas Halle Johannessen and Tobias Halle Johannessen, do they just swap if one is feeling bad on one day? Do they just change? How do you prove which twin is which twin? Do they do that check? They're doing motor doping checks, but are they doing those kind of checks? I don't know. Michael Woods also in there as well. Israel Premier Tech, a bit of a lackluster tour by their standard. Oh, well, by their standard, I mean, by whatever. It's maybe they could have thrown Chris Froome in here because they haven't really achieved any big results. So maybe I'm being a bit cruel there. But for the time being, it's looking interesting for the breakaway. They've got about 3 minutes and 25 seconds, but there is a chasing Wout van Aert, Tom Squinch, Dylan Turns, Warren Barguil, Michael Woods, Andreas Halle Johannessen, and Alex Delettre group that are trying to do something. Guillaume Martin somewhere there as well. He's had a bit of a lackluster tour by his standards. There's so many riders who obviously didn't live up to what they were maybe going for. That couldn't be for crashes, just not having the legs, or other bad luck. But for the time being, 60.5 kilometers to go. We're getting ever closer to Paris. There's less than 200 kilometers left of the Tour de France now. Less than 200 kilometers left. 132 kilometers tomorrow. In the words of Jens Vogt, it is a GC stage tomorrow, so that one will be quite interesting to see if that plays out. Yeah, Tadej winning in yellow, could that be a thing? But 60 kilometers now, 60 kilometers. We're getting the yellow jersey group come up to the top of that really punchy climb, bit of a devil climb there. But our poll is very close right now. It's very close. So would you rather, if you were the team manager, would you rather want the polka dot jersey or a top 10? And obviously, we're comparing EF Education Easy Post last year with this year. They won stages in both of them, but last year they took the polka dot jersey with the Carapaz, and this year Ben Healy, okay, also had that stint in yellow, which was great, but also having the top 10, it looks like. So maybe I think the polka dot jersey, if I'm honest. We all remember the polka dot jersey, but do you remember who was ninth last year? Maybe you do. But Vinokurov had a famous phrase about that. Danish TV asked him, because Fuglsang was going to finish inside the top 10 of the tour, but he just missed out on a stage to Dan Martin. And then they asked him, and he, if it was great result in the top 10 in the GC, and then he said, well, we would have preferred to have the stage win because nobody remembers who was the lower ends of top 10 the following year. So, yeah, fair enough. 58.6 kilometers. The Jorgensen group that are behind this duo, they're about 25 seconds down. Jorgensen in there with Tim Wellens, Pascal Acorn, Roman Gregoire, Caden Groves, who's doing very well to be up here, Matteo Jorgensen, Ivan Kosnio, Ivan Romeo, Simone Velasco, Frank Vandenbroek, and Jake Stewart. Jake Stewart and Caden Groves, the fast men in there. Obviously, you want to try and get rid of them. The Wout van Aert group has 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Is Jorgensen going to drop back to help Wout van Aert get in the right position? We will see. Have to stay hydrated as well, or you're going to see me collapse on stream. Maybe we'll get more views then. But yeah, for the time being, 57.6 kilometers. It is looking quite good here for these two out in front. Or maybe not. Jegat with Harry Sweeney. I mean, right now, Jegat has 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Jaco Ayula will have to bring this back because we were saying, what was it, 4 minutes and 12, was it? Or something like that he had to make up. But right now, Jordan Jegat is doing a fabulous job to just try and put the 10th place up for grabs for him. Great to have Idaho in the chat as well. What are we saying? How many attacks did Jonas try? How did that work out for him? I mean, he did one attack yesterday, wasn't that? I counted one, and that was the one for the line. I got second place. He said he was trying more for the stage. So yeah, it was quite mixed, wasn't it? It was like before the stage, it was like, I'm not scared of finishing second. I would rather try for first than lose the second place. But yeah, maybe he could have attacked a bit before. Yeah. Taco Gamer say, I'm going to miss this come Monday. Don't worry, we've got plenty of content coming out next week as well. Okay, it's not on stream, but there's many things that we want to get done. So look out for that as well. So it's going to be some hard days of working, but it's all for fun, obviously. Ivan Romeo, he's trying to get up the road as well from that group 2. So he's splintering off. So maybe a bit group 2 dynamics happening, and will just be doing everything he can. But there's plenty of racing still to come. Tour of Denmark's coming up. We've got, okay, I'll try and see if I can get the highlights for that. And we've also got the Vuelta a España is not that far away either. And then before you know it, it's World Championships, then it's the Lombardia, and then bang, we're back to cyclocross. So the season goes very quick. 55.8 kilometers still to go of the stage. Who is going to be able to win this? That is the big question. Break versus Peloton. Most of you thought this was going to be a break. It looks like the break has more chance, but Jordan Jegat is a bit of a thorn in the nail of Jaco Alula. So, yeah, Ben O'Connor is not going to be happy with that for sure. So, yeah, we will see if they're going to be able to overturn this Jaco Alula. They are absolutely saved their tour with that win on the Queen stage. And also getting... Oh, yeah, we got the Tour de France fam as well. Yeah, well remembered, Frank. So that should be interesting. Demi Vollering winning for Groupama SDG, doing what the men couldn't do in terms of FDJ. Maybe, probably, hopefully. But for the time being, 55.2 kilometers. Jorgensen, 14 seconds, 15 seconds. 4 minutes for the peloton. So, I mean, Jegard is coming close now. Maybe he can just close the gap to Ben O'Connor. But 4 minutes and 1 second, Jaco Alula, you would probably expect to see them working in a bit. We've got 54.8 kilometers still to go. Bottle here for Harry Sweeney. Jordan Jegard's looked like he's suffering quite a lot here. So Jordan Jegard is definitely suffering. So this is going to take a lot out of him if this is even going to be doing this. For the time being, Caden Groves is upping the tempo. Caden Groves is doing everything he can. And really just upping the tempo. Am I covering the Tour de France fam? I don't think so. I think I'm going to be so tired next week that I need a nap. 54.5 kilometers, but I will be watching. 54.5 kilometers, 15 seconds for Jorgensen. Jorgensen's group, strong group. Romeo's been brought back into this. 16 seconds. Can he just get this back? I'm not quite sure. Or can they get this back? Harry Sweeney doing his best effort here at the front. Yeah, working a lot. Jegard's not giving him any turns. He's saying, come on, Jegard, do a turn. Oh my goodness, Jegard is not doing anything. So he just gets rid of Jegard. Jegard is done, and that will be very happy news for Ben O'Connor. So Harry Sweeney is going alone. Yeah, Jegard just not doing anything. Just spent. Absolutely spent. This guy has been riding in the GC for most of the days. And this was the day where he was like, nah, shakes the head. Harry Sweeney saying, come on. And he's just like, nah, mate, nah. You got this. You go on your own. So Harry Sweeney, the Australian, has just distanced his fellow break companion. I mean, Harry Sweeney, no wins as of yet in his career. He was a product of the Lotto under-23 team. He also rode for the Mitchelton Scott development team there as well. Was part of Lotto for 3 seasons. And this is his second year with EF Education Easy Post. Best result in his pro career. Third in a tour stage in the Tour de France back in 2021 when Nils Pollitt won the stage. He was part of that breakaway. He is also a former winner of the under-23 Il Lombardia. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. But he's yet to deliver on the big scene. And maybe if he can ride correctly, he is riding correctly, but maybe he can pounce on this opportunity being at the front of a tour stage. He's got a huge advantage down to the yellow jersey group, but only 22 seconds on that chasing group, which is looking very motivated. They're rolling through, doing their turns. No one's really looking at each other too much. They know that there is a Wout van Aert group coming up the road as well. They're about 2 minutes and 20 seconds down. 52.6 kilometers left of the stage. There is not much road left now. And maybe there will be something happening here. Certainly very, very open for the breakaway. If Wout van Aert can get himself into this, it's going to be dangerous. Then Wout van Aert could take the second stage win for Visma Leasebike, his first stage win since 2022. And yeah, who knows? Who knows if we can get this Belgian to win yet another stage. He's taken many stages in his career already. Isn't it 9? But a bit of silence. Him and Mathieu Van der Poel not really winning too many stages combined in the last few years, which is a shame. These two absolute cyclocross monsters, classics monsters, not doing too well at the Tour de France in the last few years. Have been very animated, obviously. They've been doing jobs for their teammates, and I think that is a really good thing to see as well. They do a lot of work for their teammates, despite what some people think of Wout van Aert. I think, he's a very, very good teammate. And yeah, you do need to give him some opportunities as well. I think that's fair enough. If your name is Wout van Aert, you should be given some opportunities. He has absolutely earned that right within the team. 51.6 kilometers in terms of terrain. We have that last Cat 4 climb. So now we're no longer seeing a Cat HC climb anymore. That's gone. That was gone yesterday. Oh, problem for Jonas Vingegaard. Problem. New bike for him. Wearing the polka dot jersey, obviously not his, as we said, but the polka dot jersey wearer just getting up the road. So we will see what happens now, but it's, Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogačar, not very motivated yesterday. They did almost take the stage, but they could have definitely won that stage. They could have definitely won the Ben O'Connor stage as well. There's so many stages these two could have swept up, or maybe Tadej Pogačar, but this will be the first year since 2021 that Jonas Vingegaard hasn't taken a stage win in the Tour. And that's quite sad as well for him. But Jonas Vingegaard, how have you rated his Tour? Many people frustrated that he didn't attack more yesterday, attack more during the whole Tour. But there is he knows the force of Tadej. We saw that on the Hortograph. But if the rumors are true that he is a bit sick, then it is the time to try. 50.7 kilometers. The riders have got the gap down to 17 seconds now to the front lead of Harry Sweeney. I'm not sure if they have actually swept up Jordan Gigard. I think, Jordan Gigard's in this group. So the man sitting 11th in GC, just tucking in this group, wanting to stay out of the front. Maybe he'll be able to finish off that 10th place. But this means that the peloton are now almost 5 minutes down. So Gigard is going to be moving up in the GC if they hold this. So bad strategy by Jaco Alula. So maybe Jaco Alula should have said to Ben O'Connor, mark Jordan Gigard like hair on soap. Defend your position in the top 10. So I'm not quite sure why they didn't do that. Jaco, come on. We like you. We like Ben O'Connor. But this was a bit annoying, unfortunately. Annoying headache situation for Jaco. They really need to put their riders up towards the front. Ben O'Connor crashing, of course. And we also have had crashes from Eddie Dunbar, no longer in the race, which is a great shame, I think, for the race itself. But Gigard, let's just double check if I did the calculations correct. At the top of La Plagne, he was how many minutes down? So he was on 38 and 42 minutes. And it's 4 minutes and 8 seconds up to Ben O'Connor. So right now he's actually moved up into 9th place. Oh no, 10th place. To get 9th. Okay, he's not going to get 9th because there's about 6 minutes up to Ben Healy. But there's going to be 2 beds in the top 10 if this doesn't go backwards for them. Jaco Alula needs to find some friends in the peloton, but the problem is many of these teams have riders up in the break, so they might not actually want this back. But they just need to get it inside 3 minutes. Get it inside 2 minutes, 1 minute. Just doesn't matter if you lose this break, but just get riders up there, get bodies up there, get Ben O'Connor to attack anything. Jaco, you can't let this 10th place slip away. That would be so unfortunate. 49.2 kilometers still to go of this stage. 49.2 kilometers. Who is going to be winning this stage? Not sure. I'm really not sure who's going to be winning this stage. I think Wout has a chance, but they're still 3 minutes down, so they really need to work together if they're going to close this gap. I think they might be caught by the peloton soon as well. They're going to be joined up by a splinter group here. Israel Permatech rider. I think that was Santiago Buitrago in there as well. 55, or is that Lenny Martinez? It feels like it's Lenny Martinez. Number 55 is Lenny Martinez. yeah, Lenny Martinez and Santiago Buitrago, aren't they similar heights? I think 174 for Santiago Buitrago and 168. Okay, not actually that similar. But Lenny Martinez, is he gonna get the most aggressive rider? I mean, he did get fined as well for this very sticky bottles. So that was a bit of a moment, wasn't it? Quite funny. Yeah, it was quite funny, wasn't it? But Lenny Martinez not going to be the first French rider to wear that polka jersey into Paris since Romain Bardet in 2019, which is great. Well, which is not great, which is a great misfortune, unfortunately. Just not having their legs. Had a very rough start to this year's tour as well. So, yeah. But that group, chasing group, is growing. 3 minutes and 10 seconds they've got up to the front of the race. 20 seconds Harry Sweeney still has of a lead over this second group that does contain a very, very dangerous rider. Two dangerous riders in terms of the fast terrain, and that is Caden Groves and Jake Stewart. So maybe these two are starting to lick their lips as well. They've got an uncasserized climb coming up now where apparently also the Pro Cycling Stats camper van is. So maybe we can spot that van on the road, even though ASO don't want them to use their label. So maybe they strategically are playing with the cameras to make sure that Pro Cycling Stats are not shown, which, come on, ASO. Pro Cycling Stats do so much for cycling. And, yeah, they don't charge you anything for advertising your race on their website. But 47.6 kilometers still to go of the race. 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Is Ben O'Connor just letting this go now? Ben O'Connor, please keep fighting. Don't let this top 10 disappear. Ben O'Connor, please. Jake Oyula, get some friends. Anyone. That Bora hasn't got anyone in the break. But they obviously don't care. DSM, Picnic Personnel, they haven't got anyone either. So some of these guys really just try and do everything. Tug at their heartstrings. Guys, they're throwing this away. I think that top 10 is going away now. I think that top 10 is verging on disappearing because it looks like that yellow jersey group has absolutely no interest. It's 5 minutes now. 47 kilometers to go now. 47 kilometers. Ivan Romeo in here. Yeah, we got Matteo Jorgensen in there as well. There's plenty of interesting characters that could do something. But, I mean, guys, if you're wondering how many kilometers there are left, it is actually on the stream as well. So you can see it in the top left-hand corner. Just, yeah, and I'll make sure that it's up to date as well. But, yeah, it's looking very good right now what's going to happen for the break, for this win. It looks like it is creeping away with over 5 minutes to that yellow jersey group. So, yeah, I don't know. This is Jordan Gigard. He's in a good position, though. So it's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds between Ben O'Connor and Jordan Gigard right now. And maybe this will come back. Maybe it'll come back. 4 minutes, 8 seconds. 4 minutes, 8 seconds. That's what the gap is he needs to overturn. But 33 seconds. So Harry Sweeney's gap is growing. Harry Sweeney is starting to grow now. And maybe he can take another stage win for the Australians. Didn't have any Australian wins since Jad Hindley, so no Australian wins last year. But we could have two. It's like buses. You wait for one and then suddenly two come along. So, yeah, 34 seconds. 34 seconds, Jordan Gigard. It's starting to rain again. So it is starting to rain right now. And maybe we will just see something happening in the stage. Is there going to be some attack? Jordan Gigard, if he attacks here, I mean, Jordan Gigard looks like he's quite spent as well. So that will definitely help the riders up towards that will help Ben O'Connor. Maybe he'll crack, but Mara Schmidt is the one working at the front of the yellow jersey group. So he's back, and Jake Oyula have a few riders up towards the front as well. So I think they are going to be really motivated to do something to get this back. Obviously, they didn't look like they were going to be keeping that jersey. And now they are looking very... jersey, no jersey. Top 10. But 45.6 kilometers to go, 38 seconds for this checkout group. It looks like they are doing Group 2 dynamics now. Group 2 dynamics happening in Group 3. Team radio coming. Okay, Velasco, if you can, speak to everyone. Just give good rhythm. Just keep a good rhythm in the group. Okay, so Astana thinking maybe there could be a potential to do something here for their team in terms of Velasco. They've not taken a stage win. They're risking that bottom tier in our ranking video. Yeah, Astana definitely not being having a good tour, to say the least. But 3 minutes and 29 seconds here. 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Lenny Martinez doing a good job just to keep up towards the front as well. Yeah, what are we saying? Tony said, did you get on the phone to Ben O'Connor, Scott? Hey Ben, it's Scott. Remember me from Spain? That one interview? No, he probably doesn't remember. But he did say he's subscribed to the channel. Maybe he just says that to every YouTuber. But Michael Matthews actually is a subscriber. He is absolutely super nice. I thought he was going to be a bit arrogant, but absolutely to the contrary. So if you ever meet Michael Matthews, definitely say hi and ask for a picture. Super nice guy. 45 kilometers to go. Or Jens Vogt. We all love Jens Vogt here on the channel, obviously. Jens Vogt never appeared on this channel, though. He's only been on the extra channel so far. Yeah, maybe we could get him in a stream. That would be funny. But 60 or less than 45 kilometers to go here for the stage. It's still a wet affair. We still got Harry Sweeney out towards the front. Never taken a professional stage win. And when you say that, that means I really want him to win now. I want Harry Sweeney to win this. He's got 48 seconds built up now. This is reaching out for glory. Can he win this? This will be interesting. So let's ask you guys, do you believe in Harry Sweeney? Will Harry Sweeney win this stage? If he does, that will be incredible. Will Harry Sweeney win the stage? Yes or no? Pretty easy. EF Education Easy Post would absolutely love this. This would be one of the best tours in a while. Can you think of a good tour that they've had? Do we have to go back to the Garmin Sharp days? EF Education Easy Post and the tour. Let's see if Wikipedia, they might have a page for this. Tour de France, EF Wiki. Maybe that is a page. Come on, do it. Oh no, I don't think there is. But yeah, they've had a lot of iterations, obviously, as a team. Really a lot of victories as well. A long succession of, yeah, just great results as well. But let's see. There is actually a Wikipedia of their results, but 44 kilometers to go. Jordan Jigart's group 50 seconds down on Harry Sweeney, so it's now or never for him. Now or never. Absolutely incredible to see what he's doing right now. Yeah, second place in 2000. Oh yes, shoot. Yeah, they were second in 2017. I keep forgetting about that. Rigoberto Urán. So yeah, that was a crazy good result. So it's not going to be anything like that. They've had the highs of that. But it's going to be the first top 10 since 2021. So they did have a top 10 there. Best result since 2020. Who was that 8th place? So yeah, EF Education Easy Post. They have had a number of positions in the Tour de France. Never won it, but definitely coming close for sure. Yeah, it was Rigoberto Urán. Yeah, of course, Rigoberto Urán. Completely forgot how good he was as well in the Tour de France for EF. But yeah, so far, EF Education Easy Post have been 2nd, 3rd, 4th, never 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, no 9th. So they would get the 9th place that they haven't had. They haven't had 1st, they haven't had 5th, and they haven't had 9th. So, I mean, there is something there. They've had 11th as well. Ah, what a painful position. 42.6 kilometers, it's 52 seconds now. Harry Sweeney just has to ride like he stole his bike. And yeah, this could be an absolute incredible win for him if you will be able to do this. The peloton, they have made inroads into that Jeggart group. It's about 4 minutes and 20-ish. So they made a bit of inroads into that deficit that they have there. The third group with Wout van Aert is out of play, I think, here as well. But Harry Sweeney, wet conditions. He's from Australia. Doesn't... Yeah, well, who knows if... Yeah, but he's been part of the Lotto setup, so he's very used to wet weather. And Belgium in well, March, not the best place to be, let's be honest, for weather. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And tomorrow, of course, it is a late start to the stage. So we will probably do the whole stage because it's the final stage. So we might as well enjoy it. So, yeah. But for the time being, 41.5 kilometers. Louis Barret taking those first points. No more Cat 2 climbs. No more Cat 3 climbs. No more Cat 1 or HC climbs. We've only got the Cat 4 climbs left. And the next Cat 4 climb coming up soon. I don't think I did see the Pro Cycling Stats caravan, unfortunately. So I think they just did it a bit funny, the camera angles, to avoid them, unfortunately. But Harry Sweeney doing a good job up towards the front. It doesn't look like it's going to be a win for Tim Wellens. It's not going to be a win for Matteo Jorgensen. Any of these guys. Caden Groves, neither. So Groves doing a good job. I mean, how many Australians do we have in the chat? I don't know. But yeah, if you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 200 likes. I'm sure we can get higher. Yeah, inside the last 40 kilometers almost. This weather is terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. This is not when you're having the vision of being a pro cyclist riding the Tour de France in July. You think of sunshine and mountains, not wet spraying weather. It's been terrible weather in the last few stages. But yeah, I mean, the last test before Paris, I think Paris was going to be rain as well. So that is not going to be good if it is. Let's just check the weather forecast for Paris. I think it is, well, yeah, rain tomorrow. It's going to be raining. And the percentage goes up when the stage starts. But Harry Sweeney having a bit of problems with the road furniture. So that almost just took him out there. 52 seconds. 39.8 kilometers stands between him and his first ever win on the World Tour. His first ever professional victory, a former under-23 Piccolo, Il Lombardia winner. That's a really good race to kind of tell who's going to be the next future as well, but the next big riders. But the second group, I think they are just getting a bit organized. That is a bit of a threat for him. Ivan Romeo, they know there's an easy win up for grabs here if they can keep this going. But Harry Sweeney, we are praying to the cycling gods that he keeps this up. Ben O'Connor coming to the front now. Ben O'Connor is coming to the front. Oh my goodness. This is good. This is good. I like it. Ben O'Connor coming to the front. Oh my goodness. This was not part of my bingo card list. So maybe he's a bit, yeah. Wow. To defend his 10th place in GC. Yeah, that is impressive. Impressive riding by him. Such a strong rider, as we know, but not tried to do the work at the front. He knows Jegard is the danger. There's about 4 minutes and 33 seconds. I mean, it's almost like that Thanos meme. I'll do it myself. So, yeah, Ben O'Connor, absolutely wild. Ben O'Connor, yeah, wow. Yeah, so Australia's present at the front of the yellow jersey group and at the front of the race. So, yeah, this is looking interesting right now. 38.4 kilometers still to go. 49 seconds for the Jegard group. It's fairly stagnant, the gap he has, Harry Sweeney, but 38 kilometers is a long way alone in the wet, in the rain, in the undulating terrain. We saw him being very good for Ben Healy, but is he going to be able to do it here? Tony's saying, wasn't Harry Sweeney an ex-Criterium rider? I wouldn't be surprised. These let's double check that. Also because I just want to learn more about Harry Sweeney. Because he was part of Lotto. He has also won the National Junior Time Trial in the past as well. He's been 10th at the Junior Road Race back in 2016. 10th in the Tour Langkawi in the past as well in 2018. Who won that? Who won 2018 of Langkawi? Okay, it wasn't who I was thinking. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see if he is going to be able to hold this off. He's doing a very good job at the front right now just to keep the pressure on. 48, 49 seconds. I mean, it's a close poll as well to some extent. Still 57% of you thinking no. So the majority are thinking it's not going to be the day for the Australian Harry Sweeney. EF Education Easy Post will get a second stage win. That would be absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's very close now. 37 kilometers. Also in the top corner of the stream, but yeah, we're almost 700 people in the chat. Smash the like button if you haven't already. But will Harry Sweeney take the second win for EF Education Easy Post? The second win for Australia as well. And this could be a very memorable win. His first ever win, and you might as well win your first win at the Tour de France. Why not? 48 seconds. Can the Jegard group get working? We heard Velasco's Astana DS was saying try to negotiate with all the other guys and get working. So yeah, this is looking interesting now. But Jorgensen in that second group. Jorgensen just upping the pressure here. He's just a bit itchy about this. They know that there could potentially be a stage win up for grabs. So just looking like he is motivated to bring down this gap. 45 seconds now. They're getting ever closer to that Cat 4 as well. So the Cat 4, they are getting away, Matteo Jorgensen with Jake Stewart. So they've just splintered off the front of this group. Romeo trying to chase this down. So is Tim Wellens. All of them being dragged up by the Belgian national champion. And right now, Matteo Jorgensen is the man trying to hunt this down. He's taken a few seconds out of Harry Sweeney's time now. So it's 38 seconds now. 38 seconds. And we will just see what happens here. But for the time being, 36.2 kilometers still to go of the stage. Who's going to be winning this? Harry Sweeney. It's looking more unlikely with every pedal stroke from Jorgensen. Every angry pedal stroke. So we'll see. But riders being dropped. Matthias Lebeau, I think, is dropping out towards... No, Ewan Costner is dropping out the back. The Archaea BNB rider. Real Stars, why are you spamming the chat? Why are you spamming the chat? 35.8 kilometers to go. 42 seconds for Jegard's group. But they are starting to splinter a bit. So we'll wait and see. Yeah. It could be an interesting one to say the least. We are just getting... Yeah, a lot of riders looking very good right now in this second group. They are maybe a bit more motivated, but it's come up to 50 seconds once more. Really just doing as much as they can. And yeah, Harry Sweeney, how much has he got left in the tank? Has he been eating enough here? We haven't seen him taking too many gels either. Great to have Alan here as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. So it's not just me talking to myself. 35 kilometers still to go here for the Australian, 27 years old, former winner of the under-23 Il Lombardia. And is he going to be able to do it? So close to crashing as well, but doing a very good job to just keeping the bike maintained. But that second group now very motivated. It looks like they have just made a bit of a selection as well now. There's 4 riders that have gotten up the road from the other group. They've closed it down into 37 seconds. They're saying Pascal Acorn, Roman Gregoire, Caden Groves, Frank Vandenbroek, and Jake Stewart have managed to get away from Tim Wellens, Jorgensen, Trentin, Ivan Romeo, Velasco, and Jordan Jegard. So now there is 2 groups chasing him. It's not one group anymore, but that selection that's been made, they're looking very motivated to try and catch Harry Sweeney. So I think Harry Sweeney, it's not happening. I don't think Harry Sweeney is going to happen, unfortunately. Harry Sweeney doing everything he can to keep the momentum going. But I think it's this group behind. There's 5 riders. Jake Stewart, Caden Groves, very motivated for this. And he is holding them at bay, but we'll see if he's able to do it for much longer. The gap between the Ben O'Connor-led Peloton group, 4 minutes and 12 seconds thereabouts. So maybe they will be able to do this here. So 36 seconds for Roman Gregoire's group, the second group. Matteo Jorgensen trying to hunt this down as well, together with Tim Wellens on his wheel. He just looks behind. He doesn't want to do all the work, Matteo Jorgensen. So it's him and Tim Wellens. These two guys have been working a lot for their two team leaders, but now they have to work together right now. Yeah, this is gonna be a close one to say the least. Who's gonna be winning this? Is it gonna be the break or the peloton? I think it is more looking like the break will win it, but who from the break? Harry Sweeney really hitting out, but I'm not sure this is enough. 33 seconds now. 33 seconds. So a second per kilometer. We will see if this is enough. We'll see if this is enough. But for the time being, it's looking very good for Harry Sweeney, at least staying at the front, having his nose at the front end of the race. Certainly is good for him, but I'm not sure this is going to be his day. I think he has to wait for another day, unfortunately. But yeah, come on, Sweeney, you can do it. Yeah, it's gonna be a nervous stage now for EF Education Easy Post. We've got Fran Vandenbroek looking very, very motivated here. He wants to do it. He almost had a stage win on the first stage of the tour last year, but got denied by his own teammate, obviously, letting Romain Bardet winning that stage. What a day that was for Picnic Personnel. And now, I mean, yeah, maybe he can do something, but they are very motivated. Jake Stewart taking a few more turns as well in this group. Gregoire very strong. Acorn in there. Who's the weakest man out of that group? Maybe it is Frank Vandenbroek out of these guys, but they are really rolling well together. They are very cohesive units. They're not looking at each other. There's no Group 2 dynamics happening right now. But for the time being, I'm going to vote yes that Sweeney will win. Most of you have said no, so definitely in the minority there. But who is going to be winning the stage? That is the big question. There's so many riders that could be in this. If this spring is brought back, Wellens working together with Jorgensen, they picked up Ewan Cosneo. The Wout van Aert group looks like it's out of the picture. They're about 5 minutes down. The peloton only about 19 seconds behind them. So I think that move is going to be swept up. Never really got anything going there, unfortunately. Group 2 is not experiencing Group 2 dynamics. So they are looking very, very good now. They are absolutely plowing up this road as we speak. So yeah, I think the days are numbered, unfortunately, for our man up in front. So I don't think it's going to be his for the taking. I think Harry Sweeney is going to be brought back into this group shortly. So unfortunately, it's not going to be his day. But I mean, he has to try. It was a good attack at the time as well, I think. But it's always easy to nitpick things afterwards. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But for the time being, it's looking very good for the stage win. Who is going to be winning this stage? I'm not quite sure. It's looking like that second group is where the race will be playing out. So, yeah, who knows? 31 kilometers still to go of the stage. 31 kilometers. Is it going to be one for... Yeah, who hasn't taken a stage win out of these guys? Soudal Quickstep, this would be a great result. They could get another stage win. So that would have been victories with Emerlia, with Remco Evenepoel, with Valentin Panapantra, and then a fourth rider. That would be almost unheard of. I can't think of the last team who won with 4 riders. That would be a very, very impressive result, to say the least. But for the time being, it is a very, very interesting dynamic right now for that second group. They're very motivated. The third group is also looking quite motivated right now. The third group has Matteo Trentin in there, Ivan Romeo, Velasco, and Jegat. So that is our third group. But Harry Sweeney is absolutely going to get caught now, unfortunately. 18 seconds with 30 kilometers still to go of the stage. I don't think this is going to happen, guys. Sorry. I don't think it's happening. But we'll still wait and see. You never know. Anything can happen in a race. Anything can really happen. But right now they're doing a very good job to keep this pressure on. Maybe we'll see something happening here. But they are really doing a good job at the front, keeping the pressure on. And for the time being, really keeping the effort flowing in both the third and the second group. That second group, Acorn, Gregoire, Groves, Frank Vandenbroek, and Jake Stewart. Jake Stewart never having a Grand Tour stage win. And also Groupama FDJ, Romain Gregoire, 22 years young, never taken out a win either. So yeah, there's plenty of teams that would love to take a victory here, but we'll wait and see if they will be able to do it. Who knows? Who knows? But for the time being, it's looking very good. Many riders are thinking about this stage win. Many teams have gone without a stage win, and maybe it can be a bit of a change now. Potentially, who can we get winning this stage? So many riders have the potential to win. But Movistar desperately want the stage win with Ivan Romeo. They haven't won a stage since Nairo Quintana days. You've got Jake Stewart and Israel haven't taken a win this year either. Picnic Personnel, no win either, but they have got that amazing GC result. Alpsin, this would be their a third stage win with a third different rider. We spoke about Pascal Acorn and Soudal Quickstep. And in that second group, Matteo Tantin, this would be a great day for him to take a stage win. They're saying 7 seconds now. 7 seconds is the gap for him to close up now. So 7 seconds doesn't look like it's going to be... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be his day, unfortunately. I think it is going to be swept up. 28.4 kilometers still to go over the stage. 28.4 kilometers still to go over the stage. This is a tight one, isn't it? Very tight. Jordan Gigart, 13 seconds down. So I mean now Ben O'Connor really needs to work because he's currently behind in the GC almost by a minute. So yeah, that is quite nervous times as well. Doing a very good job just to keep it up for as long as possible. We'll see, but it's not looking very good right now. Not looking very good for the man out in front. For the man behind. Not the man out in front. The man behind is not looking very good. So, yeah, what can Ben O'Connor do to get this back? He will need to try and get this back if he can. But for the time being, it's looking interesting for Harry Sweeney. It depends how much he's got left in the tank as well. The final Cataracts climb of this day is 2.6 kilometers long at 6%. So that is what they've got left. So yeah, we'll see. But Harry Sweeney, I think his day is going to be over at the front end of this race. I think the riders behind are going to come. They are coming thick and fast now. So that lead that was quite mighty at one point is gone now. 50 seconds he had. But these guys have got organised behind. And this is great for Jordan Gigart. That top 10 place is looking a lot more interesting now. Maybe it could happen. But he has absolutely flipped the script. Ben O'Connor, of course, benefiting of Carlos Rodriguez, benefiting of various riders dropping out. But right now, doing a very good job to stay in there, just recovering as well a bit. And what can happen here on this stage, we'll wait and see. But for the time being, they're looking very eager to pounce on this now. They're not going to give any charity. There's going to be no gifts here. They're absolutely increasing this as much as possible. And this could be a very good finish now. 26.8 kilometers. This is very open. I don't think it's going to be Sweeney now. So now we have to think who will win the stage. So there's too many riders in terms of, I don't even know what we would say because now there's too many options. But 26.6 kilometers still to go. Groves in there, very strong. But the last Cataracts climb of the day is coming. They can see him. Harry Sweeney's there. But will they be able to get rid of Groves? Groves is in the perfect position. So, Carousel Vertigo, I voted no, by the way, on Sweeney to win. Yeah, unfortunately, I voted yes, so I was wrong. So, yeah, Ivan Romeo, the weather is torrential. It's dramatic scenes. It's not a day you want to be a professional cyclist. 2.3 kilometers left of this, the final climb of the day. So yeah, this will be an interesting one to say the least for these guys. But they are coming towards the last categorized climb. There is another uncategorized climb, but for the time being, Caden Groves and Harry Sweeney, the two Australians, just riding by each other. But Caden Groves upping the tempo. The man you thought would maybe be under pressure, but he ups the tempo. Oh, Harry Sweeney, what happened there? Just having a bit of misfortune, but Harry Sweeney, his day is done at the front. That first win eludes him another day, unfortunately. But yeah, wet roads. Ooh, Caden Groves just caught the bike. Wow, that was a good catch there. Almost hit the deck there. Yeah, that's going to be a bit worrying for the peloton when they come up. So a good ride at the front. Many riders just pushing on. Oscar Onley up here. No, Oscar Onley's teammate of Frank Vandenbroek. He's really just pushing this now. He knows he needs to get rid of the faster guys if he's going to have a opportunity to do something. So Frank Vandenbroek getting to the front, absolutely motoring on. Caden Groves, he flicks the elbow, but Caden Groves not really coming through as fast as he probably would have wanted. But 1.7 kilometers left of this final categorized climb for the day. There is one more categorized climb. And Trentin is joining the party as well. Trentin is joining the party. Are we going to see Trentin potentially winning the stage? That would be absolutely impressive. Absolutely impressive. Jordan Gigart still in this group as well. Jordan Gigart, he's still looking like he's going to be benefiting now. So he's sailing up the GC right now, but is somewhat coming down. It is coming down a bit. It's 5 minutes to the front now. So, I mean, Ben O'Connor absolutely needs to ride like his life depends on it. Well, his 10th place depends on it in GC. He needs to get back this opportunist Frenchman who's been very good at selecting breakaways and sometimes gaining, sometimes not. But, yeah, in this moment in time, it looks like Jordan Gigart, who we mentioned him a lot, but we haven't talked about him a lot. Jordan Gigart, 26 years young, 59 kilograms, so very light. And hasn't tasted any victories in his career so far, but he has got this is only his second Tour de France as well. So only 2 Grand Tours to his name, and yeah, that's quite impressive. Wasn't riding pro until last year. He was he was riding on the continental scene until last year. That is quite impressive. But Caden Groves is upping the tempo. Caden Groves upping the tempo here at the front. What can he do here? Caden Groves just absolutely trying to keep the pressure on. But what a story for Jordan Gigart. What a story. If he can pull this off. They are coming to the last kilometer of the climb. So 1 more kilometers left. Yeah. We will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very, very interesting for Jordan Gigart and that potential 10th place. It is a good move by him. His highest place in a stage this year was 8th on Carcassonne. On Mont Ventoux, he finished 22nd. He finished 11th on the Mur de Bretagne. But yeah, only 1 top 10 place. But I mean, you don't really need that unless you can, if you can just do this. Is Trentin getting shelled or is he coming up? Because I thought he was in that second group. Romeo is going for it now. So the next solo attacking now. Ivan Romeo coming with some force. He did a very good attack in the Dauphiné and right now absolutely thundering up the road. Panic behind, scrambling for this. Caden Groves trying to get it back. So is, I think this is Jake Stewart trying to get this back. So a lot of these riders just scrambling with that reaction from Ivan Romeo. Ivan Romeo absolutely trying to reach out for glory. Have we had a stage winner from Spain this year? That is an interesting question as well. But right now, just reaching out for glory. The youngster, the debutant of the Tour, really just pushing up this road. Wet weather everywhere. Oh my goodness, is he going to be able to do this? We've had no Spanish winner this year, but he is quickly joined by Romain Gregoire, who's a very good puncher as well. Romain Gregoire not really putting a hit in himself. Could he maybe end this run of bad form as well for Groupama FDJ? But for the time being, 42.2 kilometers. Oh no, 24.2 kilometers. Let's get the numbers the right way. Romain Gregoire is going to take the solitary point there at the top. And yeah, they're just pushing on now. They're just pushing on. Maybe they can do something here. We will wait and see. But they're looking around. Nobody really wants to take up the work here at the front. Oh, yeah, someone is. Caden Groves. What's the best form of attack or defense? Attack. He's attacking. So good attack there by him. Caden Groves just trying to make everyone else a bit uneasy there, deterring any other moves that potentially could be happening. But for the time being, Harry Sweeney is at the back, unfortunately. So quickly from the front to the back, unfortunately. He tried. You have to commend him for that. But just wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. What is he going to be able to do deep into this race as well? Nothing, I think, because we got one more day. That's it. One more day. 23.4 kilometers. We're seeing Jegart being in the second group, so he's just losing out a bit, a few seconds. But Romain Gregoire now reaching out. Now, Groupama FDJ have a very good opportunity to get a first stage win since 2019. But right now, is he going to be able to do it? We've had one French winner this year already with Valentin Panapantra. Are we going to see Romain Gregoire, the young 22-year-old youngster, doing something? He saw his former teammate Lenny Martinez missing his target of getting that jersey. But can he potentially do something? He's being hunted down by Simone Velasco, and from a few bike lengths behind, we're also seeing Frank Vandenbroek and the sprinters desperately trying to get this back as well. But a bit of a gap here, 22.6 kilometers. We're really getting treated to a bit of a attacking exposition. Exhibition, that's what I was going for. Wrong word. 22 kilometers is all that separates the riders from the finish. And there is only one uncategorized climb left for these guys. This is going to be a very fast one. And who is going to be challenging these guys? We'll wait and see. You guys are saying crash, 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 crash. What's the crash? I'm a bit behind on my stream. So, am I up to date? Oh, I'm not even live. Who crashed here? Big shoot, as they say. So Romain Gregoire, Velasco caught up in that as well. So two riders. This is probably Romain Gregoire's chances done. Romain Gregoire and Caden Groves. I'm seeing a Canyon. So I think Canyon. That's a shame. That's a shame. Caden Groves. No, not Caden Groves. It's not Caden. Ivan Romeo. Big crash. Romeo. Just saw that Canyon. Let's see there. Yeah, he was at the front, Romeo, and then just lost the bike and then went straight down on the ground. So did, Velasco saving it and Caden Grove saving it as well. But wow, seeing it from the other angle was terrible. Romeo, absolutely bad that. Yeah, Romeo, he could have been on for the stage win. Ow. Hopefully he's good enough to finish. But Gregoire as well. Yeah, JP falling like Skittles. Falling like Bambi on ice, unfortunately. That was very bad. 20.6 kilometers, that changes the dynamic of the front of this stage now. The stage win completely shifts the potential for this. And I think Ben O'Connor is going to be a bit sad that Jordan Gigard wasn't one of the guys, if I'm honest. Because, he's causing him all sorts of headaches right now. But Groves, Fran Vandenbroek, and Jake Stewart are the three riders. They'll have to try and maintain this. They've got a 30-second lead on the other riders. This is very bad. Very, very bad. Pascal Acon. Velasco, where's he? He managed to just escape that. Caden Groves did very well to escape that as well. But 20 kilometers is what separates these guys now. And that was a real ow. But they're pushing on now. Caden Groves pushing on with these two riders. I mean, Jake Stewart, Frank Vandenbroek, and Caden Groves. We all know who's the weaker one in terms of the sprints there. So Frank Vandenbroek in the absolute nightmare situation right now. Nightmare situation. So, bit of a shame. 19.7 kilometers still to go of the stage. Who is going to be winning this? That is the big question that we are pondering now. Now it's completely changed. And maybe now we can do a poll. Who will win the stage. But yeah, really unfortunate for these riders. Jake Stewart for Israel Premier Tech. Frank Vandenbroek, obviously Frank Vandenbroek, they haven't taken a win, but if they got a win here, that would absolutely help them a lot, just to make it an even better tour. But yeah, Groves in there, very good chase by him, or very good work by him. The chasing group with Jorgensen, with Tim Wellens and Trentin, these three riders very strong, as we know. And Romain Gregoire is up in the car right now. He's doing a good job just to get back into some sort of contention as well. We'll see. Oof, ow. Don't show the crash. Please stop showing the crash. Romeo, that was such a hard knock. So, yeah, that's going to hurt. Hopefully he continues the race. There's only one more stage. So, who knows. But for the time being, Romain Gregoire is just trying to do his best to get back in to some sort of contention. 8 seconds for Acorn to make up. 8 seconds for Acorn to make up. So he still has a bit of a chance as well. So maybe we should have included him in this. But right now, at Trentin, we've got Tim Wellens and Matteo Jorgensen working very well. They can see Harry Sweeney. But Romain Gregoire is behind this group. So I think Gregoire is absolutely out of the running for this, unfortunately. Romain Gregoire, what could have been for him and Ivan Romeo, these two very talented youngsters. But 18 kilometers still to go. Ooh, Groupama FDJ nearly crashing into the EF Education Easy Post car there. 18 kilometers still for the front runners of Jake Stewart, Caden Groves, and Frank Vandenbroek. None of these riders have ever won a stage in the Tour de France and could be on the way to fighting that out right now on the roads. But yeah, Acorn also wants to join the party. He's never won a stage in the Tour either. The only riders who have won a stage in the Tour who might be joining this party is Tim Wellens this year in the Tour, and obviously Matteo Trentin, who has 3 stage wins, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Caden Groves, Jake Stewart, if you're Frank Vandenbroek, what do you do? This is a nightmare situation with 2 very fast riders who have both won stages. So I think this is an absolute terrible situation for him. He needs to think how he can play them against each other. But yeah, interesting. For the time being, we're seeing Romain Gregoire just upping the pressure a bit as much as he can, riding in the cars. He took quite a knock as well. And a real gladiator, getting back on the bike. Absolutely incredible. If he was a football player, he would have been in a coma for 2 weeks. But for the time being, he's absolutely trying to get back up here. He's almost in that group with Matteo Jorgensen, with Tim Wellens, with Harry Sweeney, and Matteo Trentin. So the 2 Matteos in the race are in the same group right now. Is there another Matteo? I don't think so. Is there? I don't think so. 16.9 kilometers to go. He's back in this group now. So what is he going to be able to do now? Can he finish this off maybe? Can they get back into this? They're currently the 4th group on the road. Jordan Jegard is somewhere with Velasco a bit further up the road. We got Acorn also trying to hunt this front trio down. So there's still a lot of riders in play. Maybe we were a bit too quick with that poll. Most people are going for Caden Groves for the win. I think that is a very good win, to be honest. Oh, Caden Groves! Caden Groves! Oh my goodness, Caden Groves has just attacked. Wow. Great tactics by Caden Groves. Oh my goodness. Caden Groves is doing a crazy good ride here. Caden Groves is doing an exquisite piece of riding, the 26-year-old. And yeah, Australia, you might not be winning with Harry Sweeney, but you could be winning with another Australian. That was a good ride by him. Jake Stewart trying to force Frank Vandenbroek to do the chasing. That backfired. You're not on the same team, Jake Stewart. So yeah, that backfired. Holy moly. Holy moly. This might be a win for Caden Groves. A sprinter. This is, yeah, come on, Caden Groves. This would be a great win. This man has won stages in the Vuelta a España. 7 so far. 2 in the Giro. And yeah, 20 career victories to his name so far. But he's never won a stage in the Tour de France because this is his first ever Tour. Never been at the Tour before because obviously Jasper Philipsen, it takes the priority. And he was leading out Jasper Philipsen for that first win. So I think the whole Alpecin team will be very happy to see this if he can pull this off. But he's now got a 22-second gap, and now the Jake Stewart and Frank Vandenbroek group are going to be joined by the Jordan Gegard group with Acorn, with Velasco as well. So incoming Group 2 dynamics, it's happening, guys. So Caden Groves doing an exquisite piece of riding now. 15.5 kilometers to go. This is looking interesting now. This is looking interesting now for him. Certainly is doing a good job at the front. And now maybe something will happen. Who knows? But Caden Groves, what a ride. This is a good piece of riding now. Will Caden Groves win this stage? Yes or no? There we go. He comes under the 15 kilometers to go banner. This is looking good now. Make sure to smash the like button as well. We're getting close to 200 as well, as Captain Ronda is saying. We'll wait and see if we can get there maybe before the finish line. We only have 14.8 kilometers left for potentially a Caden Groves win. 27 seconds. This is looking very, very fast now. He's absolutely thundering up the road, and this is looking like Alpecin are going to get their third stage win with a third rider. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Caden Groves finishing third on stage 8 in this year's Tour de France. Was that the one behind Wout van Aert? Yes, and Jonathan Milan. Wout van Aert choosing to be in the slipstreams of Jonathan Milan, and that really assisted him in getting past everyone. So Wout van Aert choosing the right wheel, but just not able to come around Jonathan Milan. But for the time being, 5 minutes and 31 seconds. 5 minutes and 31 seconds. What are we saying as well? Thinking Stewart might be faster, perhaps. Yeah, I also think it was a great tactic just to not be the one who has to do all the work as well. And this Group 2 dynamics happening in the front group, and then suddenly more riders come back, more riders come back. So maybe, yeah, he might have been a bit worried about Jake Stewart. You might not know in this kind of sprint as well. How much energy have you got left after such a wet, long day, a lot of attacks that you had to respond to, so maybe that's what he was thinking. But for the time being, he's looking pretty good right now. Pretty good. 13.4 kilometers still to go for him. He's got that uncatterized climb coming up as well, so that's going to be a bit of a worry for him, but I think he should be very good. I think he should be doing a good job here. But 13.3 kilometers left of the stage. Are we going to see a very, very good stage here? We're already seeing an interesting breakaway stage. Let's be honest. It's looking fairly good now. Who's going to be winning? That's the big question, though. It still does look like we are going to get him. The Group 2 dynamics is quite heavy in the third group on the road. The third group with Jorgensen, with Tim Wellens, with Matteo Trentin, Harry Sweeney, and Romain Gregoire. Many of those riders just happy to be there. Romain Gregoire hurting. Tim Wellens probably hurting a lot after 3 weeks of working at the front for a lot of the time. But Jordan Gegard, that group is also within reach as well. They're about 10 seconds away. Frank Vandenbroek looking around Jake Stewart. Not really good friends, these two. They're not going to be giving each other postcards at the end of the tour. But right now it's looking very good for Caden Groves. But still, there's a long way to go, as we know. 12.7 kilometers. And that on-categorized climb is what he's going on right now. He seems to be climbing very well. Groves, I mean, he was up there in all the categorized climbs, even on Cat 2. So right now, he's doing a pretty good job to just keep this going. Caden Groves, the unlikely solo winner of today. Oh my goodness. He's doing his best Tim Wellens impersonation. What are we saying? Can Jonathan Narvaez make it into the top 10? I don't think so. Or Aaron Arensman. They're outside the top 10, but they will both be finishing inside the top 15. So still a good result for both of them, given what happened to them in this year's tour. I mean, Narvaez has been working religiously for Pogacar and has done really well to get inside the top 10. But good to see so many riders trying a very aggressive one as well. So, yeah, We're only 2 likes away from 200 as well, so I'm sure we can get there before Caden Groves gets to the top of this climb. But this climb has no points attached to it. Absolutely no points attached to it. This would be the 21st victory for Caden Groves. And yeah, right now we're seeing work being done at the front. Who is this? Who is this at the front? It looks like it is maybe Ben O'Connor with Maro Schmidt. So these guys are still just working at the front, trying to keep this gap down, but this top 10 is riding away. Where is all the other Jaco Ayula riders? I don't really understand. Have they been dropped? So yeah, we'll go through the top 10 and everything after the stage, of course. But it's a very close one now, this 9th 10 battle. So a lot of disagreement in that front group, but Akon is going to be swept up by the third group now. So Pascal Akon will be swept up, the former Dutch national champion. So no victory for Soudal Quickstep, but they're really pushing on this third group now. They're 58 seconds down, so I'm not even sure they're going to make this up. Tim Wellens looks very spent, rocking and rolling the shoulders. Gregoire, how's he feeling after his crash? So we'll wait and see. But Ivan Romeo, I'm not sure if any of you have seen him on the road. Is he still in the race? But yeah, that was a shame for him. He was looking very strong and very eager to try and really attack out and push this on, but just not happening, unfortunately. Just not happening. Great to have almost 900 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well and who you think is going to win out of this break. Has Caden Groves just ridden away with it? But yeah, Group 2 and Group 3 are very close to each other now. They're about 10 seconds from each other, so maybe we can see them come back together. And will that help them? I'm not too certain. But Matteo Trentin, he's starting to lose touch as well. So Matteo Trentin, the veteran who has won stages before in the Tour de France, doesn't look like he's going to be winning here. The former European champion riding for Tour de Pro Cycling. Tour de Pro Cycling, no stage wins, but they've definitely been animated in their first ever Tour de France. So I think they've been a good addition to the race. The Jegout group have about 53 meters. The organizers are saying 53 meters, 10.8 kilometers to go. And yeah, Paris is going to be an interesting one tomorrow. It is raining. It is raining tomorrow. But maybe not that much. It's like 20, 25. Now Jake Stewart is trying to hunt down Frank Vandenbroek. Frank Vandenbroek is hitting out now. So Frank Vandenbroek is hitting out. And Frank Vandenbroek and Jake Stewart, they're trying to just, well, Jake Stewart is trying to claw him back, but Frank Vandenbroek has picked his moment perfectly. And unfortunately, if Groves had been in that, been dropped as well, it would have been amazing. But for the time being, he's going to have to try and make his way up to Vandenbroek. Oh no, to Caden Groves. Caden Groves and Frank Vandenbroek are the two riders out towards the front. But now Jake Stewart desperately trying to hunt back the Dutch rider. He doesn't want him to win after the bit of a drama moment they had that actually let Caden Groves go up towards the win. So Caden Groves, 10 kilometers to go under that banner, and it's looking like that victory is more and more realistic now. They're all getting towards their limit respectively. And here on the penultimate stage of this year's Tour de France, the debutant Caden Groves looks like he will be winning. So absolutely interesting here. But riders are hitting out as well. Jordan Jegout trying to hit out with what he's got left in the tank. We've got Velasco trying to hit out as well. Harry Sweeney, how much has he got? Has he got another bullet left in the chamber? But a lot of these riders are absolutely on the limit. But the gap between this group and the yellow jersey group is still around 4 minutes 30. So, I mean, that is not good news for Jaco Aula. They are absolutely trying to do their best at the front to keep the pressure on. Where is Dylan Groenewegen and all these guys? Ben O'Connor hasn't got many friends in the peloton, unfortunately. So, yeah, they're looking good here in that second group. They're keeping the momentum up. 9.3 kilometers still to go of the stage. Really, really pushing on. Caden Groves almost inside that 9 kilometers to go. He's really doing a good job. 20 wins already. 7 Vuelta España wins. I wonder if he's going to go to the Vuelta yet again. But 58 seconds. Velasco is just hanging off this group with Tim Wellens and Matteo Jurgensen. Oh, and Jordan Jigat, but they are really, really pushing on. The situation is a bit stagnant, so maybe that was a bit why I yawned. But great to have so many people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from, and have you thought this Tour de France has been better than last year? 8.5 kilometers to go. Caden Groves absolutely riding like his life depends on it here. Ride that bike like you stole it. He is absolutely going smooth on this canyon, getting as aero as possible. He's got an aero helmet in there as well, and doing everything in his power to just keep this going. So is he going to be winning the stage? Yeah, it's looking more and more likely, isn't it? It's looking very likely now. But 8 kilometers to go. 8 kilometers to go. 5 minutes and 49 seconds for the yellow jersey group. So the Jegat question still is a bit of a question. Will Jaco Al-Ula be able to close this? Can't Ben O'Connor ask his old teammates of AG2R, please guys, please help me. His old teammates of NTT, but they don't exist anymore, unfortunately. But I think Tata Energies have been a good in-my team. I think Tudor Pro Cycling have been a good in-my team, and Uno X as well. So they've done, and Tudor Pro Cycling, I think they've all been pretty good in-my teams, so they've done it really well this year. But 7.5 kilometers to go of the stage. Who is going to be winning this stage? It looks like Caden Groves has got this in the bag. Not everyone is saying yes to Caden Groves winning this stage. A lot of you saying no, so it's still not in the bag for you guys. Fran Vandenbroek's got 43 seconds to make up, but even if he does make it up, obviously nothing's going to happen because I don't think he's going to be able to outsprint Caden Groves. Caden Groves has looked absolutely solid. Old school racing here, doing his best to really keep this up. 7 kilometers to go of the stage. Jake Stewart in the third group. Is he riding by himself? Yeah, Jake Stewart third on the road. So maybe he's going to get a third one here. But yeah, Caden Groves doing a very, very good time now. So it is a good one to say the least. Yeah, they're really, really pushing on now. 6.6 kilometers. 6.6 kilometers. This is looking interesting. 6.6, 6.5. 6 minutes to the yellow jersey group. Has the yellow jersey group given up here? That is a bit worrying as well. We haven't seen pictures there. Oh yeah, Ben O'Connor shakes his head. Oh, Ben O'Connor, no. Oh, that's annoying. Ben O'Connor shakes his head. No help from anyone. Ah, that is annoying. I shake my head as well at no one wanting to help. So, yeah, the peloton not really want to help there. So, Jordan Jigat's move has absolutely been incredible. But I must say, Jaco Eula, why on earth are you letting the only guy who can slip you out of the top 10 up the road? I think that was a big mistake. Yeah. Oh, now I'm sad. 5.6 kilometers still to go of the stage. Jegat's group, they are third. They're 1 minute down on Caden Groves. Caden Groves has 47 seconds to Frank Vandenbroek. And yeah, this is looking interesting now. But Jordan Jigat, well done, well done. Chapeau. Aggressive riding. We love to see it. But it's a shame it just someone that we like here on the channel who's the victim. Ah, what a shame. So we will actually have 2 French riders potentially in the top 10. But, I mean, he can still hold his head up high. Ben O'Connor, maybe he'll try and do something tomorrow to just get back here. But, yeah, Jaco Alula, nah, not good today. Not good. But, Ben O'Connor, why were you not watching him like hair on soap? Just don't let that guy go. But, easier said than done sometimes. 4.8 kilometers still to go for Caden Groves. Is this going to be the 21st victory of his career so far? Moving to Alpecin has been a very, very good move for him. And for the time being, 4.6 kilometers to go. He's just feeling this now, I think. He's probably not going to let himself celebrate. There's still plenty of kilometers to go. The third group looks like it's getting a bit organized as well. But they are 58 seconds back. I don't think they're going to be taking that back on Caden Groves, who is very, very motivated. Looks like Van Vandenbroek is going backwards, so that second place is definitely going to be up for grabs. And Caden Groves, chapeau, absolutely chapeau, to say the least. He has currently won 16 ones from a large sprint. He's won one in a one-on-one sprint as well. He's a very, very, what would you say, like a versatile sprinter. He's not just a one dynamic, can only win from sprints, but yeah, Caden Groves, absolutely incredible effort here. 4 kilometers to go. He has to summon his best individual pursuit. Time. Has he been part of the track team? Many of these Australians have a track background, but Caden Groves absolutely doing a prolific ride here. First Tour de France stage. This was probably not what he was thinking he was going to leave the race with. Looking like he was going to be working for Jasper Philipsen all the way to the end, basically. His nickname is Skip as well, so it's quite a funny nickname. But I can't actually see any background on the track, so yeah. He joined the World Tour team Mitchelton Scott as a stagiaire in 2019 and joined them on a permanent basis in 2020. In 2022, he won his first Grand Tour stage when he won the 11th stage of the Vuelta a España in a sprint, and in 2023 he won stage 5 of the Giro d'Italia as well, and he's gone on to win one more stage of the Giro, one this year, and also win 7 stages of the Vuelta a España. So I don't think he's going to be at the Vuelta a España, having done the Giro and now the Tour. But he's got 3 kilometers to go. Frank Vandenbroek desperately trying to keep off that third group on the road. Does he just take the radio out? I think he just took the radio out. But Caden Groves, this is looking very impressive by the Australian. He's from Gympie. I'm not quite sure where that is, but Australia are looking at their second stage winner on the day when the Australians are also going to be losing their top 10 place in the GC, but they will be taking a second stage win. Alpecin, a third stage win in this tour where it's not gone to plan completely. They have held the green jersey, the yellow jersey twice, 3 times even. And here they will get a consolation prize of a third stage win. So I think they will be quite happy with this, to say the least. What are we saying as well? So what's Visma's plan today to take time on Pogacar? Don't think they're going to do anything. Unfortunately, it's not happening. Not happening here. But Caden Groves, the man who attacked away, really just grinded this group down. There was a crash we saw as well, which was terrible. But Caden Groves on a very quiet day for the peloton. Not early on, but later. But Caden Groves, we've seen this position with Mathieu van der Poel, but we didn't think it was going to be Caden Skip Groves that was going to be in this position. And Caden Groves, absolutely incredible. This is an incredible day for him. 1.6 kilometers, 48 seconds for Frank Vandenbroek. What could have been? It might be another second stage. 1.5 kilometers. Caden Groves almost crashed as well on the climb. So he's been doing a very good job as well. It's very dry right now. Jordan Gigard looks like he's going to be leaping up into 10th place. So very gutsy ride by him. But right now, the day is going to belong to Caden Groves of Alpecin-Deceuninck. It's only 1.2 kilometers until he can lift his arms in the air and shake them like he doesn't care. But he does care. That was very bad. I apologize. But 1.1 kilometers. He's inside the last kilometer now. And Caden Groves, this is going to start to sink in now. This is looking very, very interesting now. A third stage win for Alpecin-Deceuninck. A first stage win for him. His 21st victory in his young career. Only turned pro in 2020. And now it's looking like he's on the verge of taking his first ever Tour de France stage in his first ever tour. So he will join that club of riders that have won one stage minimum in all the Grand Tours. He turns around, 600 meters to go. He might have thought that he was going to be doing this from a sprint, but he's coming in solo. This is not what we see normally happening for sprinters. And Caden Groves, what a gutsy ride by this man. 26 years old, from Australia, Queensland. And it looks like he's doing a very, very good ride here. You can't believe it. He's letting himself celebrate a bit. He looks around. This is it, mate. You've done it. You have won it, and it is going to be the third stage victory for Alp Sinterkonig. They win with Jasper Philipsen on the first stage. They win with Mathieu Van der Poel, and here on stage 20, they win with Caden Groves. What an absolutely amazing finish to their Tour de France this year. They still have tomorrow's stage as well, but yeah, good win. But can Frank Vandenbroek hold the chasers off? What could have been for this young man? The man who finished second on the opening stage last year. He's had a good year to some extent. He's been very good for Oscar Onley, getting his own opportunity here. Not quite able to finish it off, but he looks like he will take a bit of a consolation prize of second place. But behind, he's being hunted down by Pascal Acorn as well. Pascal Acorn trying everything to try and deny him. But it looks like it's going to be a second for the Dutch, a third for Belgium. But on the day where Australia takes their first stage win since Ben O'Connor and second one this year, yeah, wow. But who's going to take the fourth place? Who's going to take fourth place? We're seeing Romain Gregoire, who was down in the crash. He's coming up towards the front. Ooh, Velasco with, yeah, we'll get the top 10 as well when that gets confirmed. But, yeah, interesting one. Yeah, we didn't have any Quinn Simmons in this stage. You would have thought that this would be a perfect one for him. So, yeah, interesting. Missing guys. Oh, the emotion is hitting him now. Oh, that's nice to see. What an incredible win there by Caden Groves. Absolutely incredible. But let's see if we can get the top 10 as well. We have a bit of time to wait for the GC. I'm sure Ben O'Connor is going to have a few choice words to say about the peloton's effort. Ah, what a shame. What a shame. But Jordan Gigard, interesting story there as well. Very gutsy ride to even dare to try and get up the road. We haven't got a top 10 already. We'll get the top 10 in the GC as well. But what a interesting stage, to say the least. Plenty of narratives there. And yeah, many of our things that we probably weren't expecting happening. That crash for Romeo, we'll see if something comes out of that. News, I mean. But yeah, bit of a salute from his fellow riders. Harry Sweeney there, just congratulating his countrymen as well. So that win that Harry Sweeney looked like he could be taking, yeah, just not meant to be. But the peloton 3.6 kilometers away. Jaco Ayula giving up. Yeah, a lot of commiserations. I think Felix Gall just touched him on the shoulder. I mean, it's brutal, isn't it? Brutal cycling. There's no gifts given most of the times. But UAE Team Emirates, they're just the ones keeping their momentum on. But on a day where Australia takes their second stage win, they are going to be losing their only GC rider in the top 10. So he's going to be falling outside the top 10, Ben O'Connor. But in terms of stage win, Caden Groves wins his first stage win in his first Tour de France. 54 seconds ahead of Frank Vandenbroek. Actually, I said Belgian and Dutch. They're both Dutch. Oops. So Frank Vandenbroek in second place. Pascal Acorn third place. Velasco fourth place. So UCI points there. A good little sprint there ahead of Romain Gregoire, who of course fell on that very bad crash. Jake Stewart sixth place. Jordan Gigard seventh place. He's the big gainer for him today in terms of that GC. Tim Wellens in there, 8th place, just gets ahead of Matteo Jorgensen, and 10th place for Harry Sweeney. So we're just waiting to see what will happen here. We're just waiting to see what will happen in the peloton as well. We'll get the top 10 confirmed. Unfortunately, Ben O'Connor is going to be on the wrong side of that. So, yeah, I think he's going to be in 11th place now, unfortunately. Caden Groves becomes the 114th rider to complete the Grand Tour stage trilogy of winning a stage, at least one stage in the Tour de France, the Giro d'Italia and the Vuelta a España. So that is a very, very elite group to be in as well. Very elite group, to say the least. Well, still 100 riders, but it's 100 riders over all of history. So 114 riders is not a lot. So 2 kilometers to go for the UAE-led peloton. I mean, Ben O'Connor, why doesn't he just attack hard here and do his best to stay up towards the front? Yeah, who knows. But thank you, Clifton Dunn, as well, for a bit of coffee money there, or haircut money, as you guys were saying. That haircut will be coming at some point. We're just waiting for the peloton so we can get the confirmed GC as well. We know that the green jersey is confirmed. Basically, we know that many of these are confirmed for sure. But yeah, it's looking very pretty here at the front of the UAE. UAE are going to feel the pain of Ben O'Connor, 1.5 kilometers to go. I don't think anyone's going to be sprinting for this. There's no point in sprinting at all for this. So, yeah, no one helping Jayco Ayula when they needed the help the most. So, this is a real shame for Ben O'Connor. Having all that bad luck and then getting back into it. So, what a shame. What a shame for Ben O'Connor. What a shame for Jayco Ayula. But they still did get the Henri de Grange prize, a stage win as well. So, and at 11th place. I guess it'll be by the time we get to the finish line in Paris tomorrow. We're almost at 250 likes as well, so make sure to smash the like button. And yeah, this is looking interesting, isn't it, for the riders? But yeah, a fairly quiet one to say the least for the GC teams in the second part. In the opening, it was absolutely ruthless. They were taking big chunks out of each other. At one point, Oscar Onley was looking like he was going to be on a very hard day. But yeah, the day has completely changed upside down. And yeah, right now we are just seeing the riders come into their own. They're coming towards the last 500 meters here as well. Who's going to be winning this stage? That is the, well, we know Caden Groves, but who's going to be winning the sprint? That's what I meant. We are just seeing 430 meters. Oh, crash. Simone, oh, crash. How do you crash? Oh my goodness. Pogacar not involved in that crash, but yeah, that was weird. That was very weird. We'll see the images of that crash, but I think it's the Astana riders just going for any minor positions in the UCI points as well. They are in that fight. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, anything can happen. But the stage is over. We'll wait and see who was involved in that crash as well. Jonas Vingegaard, Tadej Pogacar, unscathed. No real action for them. But that crash, yeah, definitely caught us off guard a bit. Let's see who crashed. Imagine if... Oh, it was in front of Tadej a bit. Cofidis rider. And there was... Who was this? AG2R rider, maybe? Yeah, AG2R rider and a Cofidis rider just hitting the deck. So, yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. But we will get the confirmation in a bit as well over what the situation is at the front. We've got the stage recap coming up on the Cycling Dane Extra channel. So be sure to check that out as well, the final one. But ow, that was a silly crash. That was a silly crash. We're also 2 subscribers away from 25,000 on the Cycling Dane Extra. So yeah, if you haven't already, head over there and yeah, there's many good things over there. But for the time being, it's yeah, it's an interesting stage, this interesting day, and so many riders will be sad about the missed opportunities potentially. But Pascal Acorn getting interviewed. Let's see if we got the top 10 yet. Top 10, are you here yet? Pro Cycling Stats, the Wizards. We got the confirmation of the polka dot jersey. Tadej will, of course, win that with 117 points, 13 points ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. Lenny Martinez, 20 points down, so only 20 points. What a shame. What a shame. And that is, yeah, what could have been for him. But let's see, they haven't got us to the top 10 yet. We know the result, though. We know that, unfortunately, our man is going to be losing some points. Yeah, the Astana riders were sprinting because there were points up for grabs. So Ballerini finished 13th and Chernissen finishing in 14th because there were points up for grabs. So yeah, that was pretty good as well for them. So Astana actually get 3 riders inside the top 15, so not a bad day for them in terms of just sweeping up some more points. So yeah, we'll probably do a relegation video at some point talking about the situation there. But we're seeing the father of Van der Poel is at the race, and he's very happy about this. It's not his son winning, but I'm sure he's going to be very happy about the teammate of Caden Groves winning this stage. Good for the team, good for the morale for any of these guys, but still waiting for that top 10 in the GC. Yeah, that crash towards the end, that was quite interesting that that even happened. But we've got plenty of things coming tomorrow. We've got the stage preview on the Cycling Day and Extra channel. We got some videos coming up in the beginning of next week as well. We've got the Cycling Day in Action channel coming up with a video that I didn't quite have time to get finished, so that'll be out on Tuesday, I think. But yeah, let's just wait for that top 10 in GC. I think we have got a confirmation now. So it looks like we have got our confirmation. Caden Groves talking as well. Yeah, good job by him. But let's get the top 15 so you can see. Oh my goodness, Gregor Mulberger has been having a great Tour de France. But Caden Groves, what a man, what a day. This day really belongs to him. Nevertheless, yeah, we can see it here. This is the top 10, top 15. Starting at the bottom, top, Tadej Pogačar is going to win this with probably 4 minutes something. Might win the stage tomorrow. Florian Lipovic still has that advantage of 1 minute and 9 seconds over Oscar Onley. Felix Gall sitting firmly in 5th place. 5 minutes up to Oscar Onley. Almost 3 minutes down to Tobias Halle-Johannessen, so I don't think he's going to be moving anywhere. Tobias Halle-Johannessen equally in a bit of a locked position. And then we've got Primoz Roglic, who did that kamikaze attack yesterday, dropping down into 8th place. What was he doing? The wheels are completely going out the window. Ben Healy, 9th place. That looks fairly locked in. And now, Jordan Jegat. Oh my god. Why Ben? Why Ben O'Connor? What could have been? But 32 minutes and 27 seconds down. He gains time on everyone in that top 10. And yeah, splits the 2 Bens, and now Ben O'Connor is going to be 11th. Arensman, he's in 12th, 52 minutes and 41 seconds down. Sergio Higuita in 13th, not a bad ride by him. Pretty sure he's going to pick up some points in that as well. We've got Simon Yates, 14th, 1 hour and 17 minutes down. Obviously, a lot of riders have dropped out of this, so it's also that is one of the factors. So yeah, that is a shame, isn't it? It's really a shame about Ben O'Connor. Just desperately wanting anyone to work with him, not quite being on his side, and just such a shame. Such a shame, to say the least. But yeah, we'll look at the stage as well. The stage preview is coming out in a bit, so that should be quite interesting to see. But let's do an exit poll as well. Will Tadej Pogačar win tomorrow? We should have a look at the green jersey because I don't know if it will change. Will Pogačar win tomorrow? Caden Groves, absolutely incredible to say the least. But that green jersey, I don't know if we've got the green jersey finishing yet. So we'll just wait and see that. Oh, we have got the green jersey because, yeah, it doesn't really matter where they are. So let's get the green jersey classification as well. But yeah, the fact that Jordan Jegat moves into the top 10, that also means that the French have 2 riders inside the top 10. Did they have that last year? I don't recall a French rider being inside the top 10. So a good moment for them as well. But in terms of the green jersey, done deal. 80 points. I think 80 points, yeah, I think it's a done deal now. I think it's mathematically going to be John Timmerlands for the win now. So he's going to complete that 100% record that he has. And I don't think he's going to be able to do anything, Tadej Pogačar, to deny him of that. But obviously, being second in that classification, he is going to be picking up a lot of money as well for his team. So, yeah, we'll see as well what other competitions The polka dot jersey as well got settled today. I mean, I think it was settled yesterday. The team classification as well. I want to bring that up. Sorry guys for giving you classifications that anyone might not care about. But yeah, let's go through each of them. We've got Tadej Pogačar winning the polka dot jersey for the third time in his career. So you can see 117 points, 104 points for Vingegaard, 13 points gap, and then there's obviously a 20-point gap down to Lenny Martinez. So Lenny Martinez, yeah, 20 points. I'm sure you could find 20 points somewhere. But Jordan Jigard, the big star of the day in terms of that GC picture. What a shame for Ben O'Connor. But a great day for Jordan Jigard. Let's not take that away from him. Very, very, very good rider. And why did I just do the Mantis jersey again? Let's do the team classification. That's the one I was trying to get. Team classification, we haven't really... this isn't the team classification. Let's see. Let's get the team classification. But Jordan Jigard, what an effort by him. Absolutely exquisite riding. Being very aggressive. Couldn't quite follow the wheel at some times as well, but still hung on. Didn't want to let it go. But yeah, there you see. Going through that, you can see how close it is between Visma Lease Bike and the riders out, and UAE. Visma Lease Bike and UAE have not just been fighting in the GC, they've also been fighting in that, in that team classification. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be changing much. I thought maybe after yesterday that Sepp Kuss dropping out and Jurgensen dropping, that would have meant that they could have done a bit better, but that was meant to be. So they're going to pick up time. Well, Jonas is going to be on the podium, and so is Visma Lease Bike in Paris. So that is pretty good to say the least. Space is saying Pogačar's already checked out. His head is already on vacation. He's got a flight later. Yeah, it's quite late as well. Let's get the stage tomorrow. But Ben O'Connor, commiserations to him. Sometimes the race is a bit hard. He was very fortuitous to win on the Col de la Loze stage. A bit of a lull there. So sometimes you're the nail, sometimes you're the hammer. And on this occasion, unfortunately, him and Jaco, bit of the nail. I don't really understand why they didn't have any more riders in that front group. But yeah, that'll be a very frustrating dinner table tonight, Jaco Eula. But yeah, here you have tomorrow's stage. You can see we got Cat 1 coming up early on, so that's probably where we're going to get the breakaway launching. Then a lot of a plateau here. I was actually thinking going to the second Castro's climb tomorrow, but I don't think I will be able to make it. And then because the trains are terrible on a Sunday in France. And then you've got, actually they come into this loop. They've got 3 laps of the Champs-Élysées and the intermediate sprint. And then they've got 3 loops of this other loop as well. And we've got the famous Montmartre climb that was used in the Olympics. And I think that will be very interesting to see what will happen there. Of course, as Jens Vogt said in our video, that this is no longer a Sprinters Day. This is a GC day. None of the GC riders can actually be easy about this. I mean, the climbs, the 3 last climbs, 5.9%, 1.1 kilometers. Not the hardest, but it is, of course, on cobble. So, yeah, we'll wait and see. But, yeah, it's interesting stage. They really kept us alive today. It's been more interesting than some of the GC days, if we're honest. But Caden Grove's second stage win for an Australian, first stage win for him in his Tour de France debut, and adding himself to that elusive trilogy stage winners list is very impressive as well. So yeah, Caden goes. But I mean, what went wrong for him as well? He was gonna try and get them the break, but they didn't quite make it. Yeah, he said he didn't quite manage to be there. I don't know if Wout actually had the legs. He said he didn't have the legs either to be there. So, the first part of the stage was very, very, I know we didn't do it, but it was very, very animated, very aggressive to say the least. But yeah, it's been an interesting Tour de France. We've got tomorrow's stage. It should be a very good one. And tomorrow we'll get the vote in as well. What you guys think of this tour? Has it been one of your favorite ones? Is this one of your lesser favorite ones? Maybe that can be our exit poll. Which one do you think has been your the more interesting Tour de France's as well? Which has been the best tour? There you go. So we'll go from this year because we only have one stage left. 2024, 2023, and obviously you're thinking about the whole package as well. So it's quite good because it's 2 wins from Jonas, 2 wins from Tadej Pogacar. Which one would I pick? I think they all have their high points. I think 2022 was very interesting because you had that opening dominance from Tadej Pogacar, and then Jonas swung it over the other way and really dominated that. So I would say 2022 if I was going to put a vote. And it was also so, yeah, what was it? So unexpected as well. So, yeah, we're just getting replays of Harry Sweeney and them almost crashing as well. Caden Groves saving his bike. So, yeah, very, very interesting one. But we'll see which one. Get involved in the poll and smash the like button if you haven't already as well. This stage has certainly been a very interesting one to say the least. And yeah, they really had some dramatic moments in the wet conditions. Dane is saying, you are a Dane. So, of course, 2022. Okay, I can pick things out of the different things. This year, I think it's been very interesting to see Mathieu van der Poel versus Tadej Pogacar in some of those opening stages. Seeing Jasper Philipsen versus Biniam Girmay last year was an interesting battle, I think, as well. Obviously, 2023, the tension between Jonas and Tadej, that was interesting in its own right. And seeing Jasper Philipsen really coming to the forefront of the sprinting game. And obviously, Denmark, as Dane is seeing. First days in Copenhagen, and then we end up with a Dane winning. I thought that was very incredible, to say the least. Obviously, 2022 is going to be my favorite one. We're only 10 likes away from 300. I'm sure we can get there before we finish the stream. But Caden Groves, absolutely manic performance by him. Doing such a good job to really just keep the pressure on. And what can he do later on in this year? I mean, he's already won the Giro stage. But we'll just wait until we get the poll up to 100, and then I think that's when we can call it quits. We'll see which of these Tour de France's have been your favorite. So many things has happened on today's or in the Tour this year. I mean, it has been a bit of a lackluster, predictable battle in terms of the front. We've seen new characters coming to the forefront, though, of Oscar Onley and Florian Lipovic to some extent coming out of the shadow of Primoz Roglic has been a good surprise. Really just showing that Dauphiné wasn't a fluke. But there is a lot of things that has gone right for a lot of debutants. Caden Groves, as we said. But equally, there's been a lot of teams that have had a bit of a nightmare in terms of their Tour de France. So looking at you, Intermarché, looking at you, Astana to some extent, even though they've been fairly good at picking up those lesser positions. So, yeah, I mean, the Tour, right now in the poll, you guys are saying that 2024 was your favorite Tour. So, 2024, yeah, maybe. Biniam Girmay, that was a very good narrative, obviously. Rob is saying 1986, so I guess that's Greg LeMond year. Was that Greg LeMond's first one? He won 3. He won the 1989. 1986 and the 1990, or am I incorrect there? But yeah, that was a great battle with Bernard Hinault, if I'm not mistaken. We'll do some deep dive into that tour as well. I think there's some really good tours that could really be unearthed, and I think the Tom Simpson video really got my appetite for some of the older tours to maybe be discovered a bit, and we can get those stories back into it. So Ben O'Connor, so brutal to see Ben O'Connor, the replays of Ben O'Connor not being able to get something going. We're only 5 likes away now, 5 likes away from 300. But yeah, Biniam Gumai, certainly a tough Tour de France for him, crashing several times. Ivan Romeo, I don't even know if Ivan Romeo's is still in the race. The Spanish rider, is he still in the race? It seems maybe. Can't quite see if he's out of the race. Pro Cycling Stats, I've only got up to 94 riders. So if he does finish the race, that is going to be very, very unfortunate for him. I can't quite see him, but hopefully he'll be there. Hopefully he'll be there tomorrow. And yeah, we will wait and see what happens on tomorrow's stage. Great to have so many people in the chat, and we have got over 300. So well done to every single one of you. I'm gonna head over and have a bit of a nap, if I'm honest. And then there's many more things to come on the channel. The Cycling Day Extra channel will have the preview coming up in a moment, so be sure to check that out as well. But for the time being, it's been an absolutely great stage. You guys have absolutely made the stages for me. But yeah, Caden Groves, the winner of today. The loser, unfortunately, Ben O'Connor. And what an impressive ride by many of these riders today. The breakaway, the day was absolutely torrential, but they did an incredible ride to keep this pressure on. And yeah, but I'll release the preview as well, and then share it with you guys here, and then if you want, you can jump over on that. But tomorrow's stage is going to be an interesting one. We talked about it so many times. That Montmartre, many of the riders not really being not wanting this. Jonas Vingegaard, for one of them, didn't want this, saying that it was dangerous, which he could be right. He could be right, especially if it's wet. It's going to be very dangerous. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. It's certainly going to be an interesting finish to Paris. The sprinters, again, not getting that final day that they wanted, but c'est la vie, especially at the Tour de France. But yeah, I'm trying to find the chat. I can't quite find the chat now. So technical problems at the start of the stage, and technical problems at the end of the stage as well. But if you want to see stage 21 preview, it should be in the chat momentarily. So thank you to every single one of you who have tuned in today. It's been a superb day as always. Hope you're all back tomorrow as well. And yeah, be sure to check out the Cycling Day in preview as well for tomorrow's stage. But thank you again. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for a late start. Unfortunately. What are they doing? But have a nice evening, good evening.